Cole's Beast. This is the X break. Now, 5 and 6 will come in at closing speeds of 600 miles per hour. We are not the Blue Angels, but this is the Knife Edge Pass. Now, yes, for another break with the team coming in from behind, they'll pull up into a graceful loop before breaking above you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Tail Whip. Ladies and gentlemen, the JTSD Tail Whip break. Now it's time for our solos to do a little Top Gun from the right. It's time for 5 to invert over 6 and give the birdie. This is the Calypso Pass. Look at Grey 5 giving everyone the birdie. Ladies and gentlemen, it has come to the close of our display. As the pilots, as Diamond come towards the crowd line, you'll see 5 and 6 underneath. 5 and 6 will turn on their red smoke, with the Diamond having their white smoke. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the iconic JTSD Vixen Rolls. Ladies and gentlemen, next up we will have the Typhoon demonstration team.
And a big hello to everyone who's just joining me on stream. I'm just streaming this Airshow because they had a streamer, and they suddenly disappeared. The streamer just wasn't there anymore. So I'm taking over and just thought I'd be a nice thing. Also, I can also get footage from this, and then potentially turn it into a video.
Display, you can find our Discord links in our booth. Alongside that, any photos or videos you have took, we'll be more than happy to see. If you did take any photos or videos, you can get us on Twitter at JTSD_RBLX, or in our Discord, or just simply post them in the Cosford Discord media.
Sorry. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I was just kind of getting footage so I could potentially make a video at some point. This isn't a proper official stream. It's not like streaming Sundays, which is why.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Nope.
But like.
NTB chatting though. Yeah, that's why the stream is unlisted, and you have to get it.
When they're taxing, it actually looks hot.
NT is happy about his planes. I don't know why there's so much lag. My internet connection's completely fine. The Airshow appears to just be a little bit laggy, but it's all good. I am commentating one of these performances at some point. So I'm going to be commentating a Typhoon. These are the GTSD's F-18 aircraft. Oh, never mind. So that's that. I think I might actually be next up. I'm the Typhoon. Should we have a look around whilst we wait? This looks like an RAF Merlin helicopter. Medium lift, big boy. I love these things. In real life, the RAF sold them all off to the Navy, which is depressing because I love these helicopters. They're big boys. Hello, Snivy. That's right there. Will probably be.
Well, I'll be handing over to the Typhoon staff to
and the
start
Typhoon
their
staff,
narration.
so I should probably get prepared. This looks like the most expensive aircraft here. This is an F-22 Raptor.
Hey, what a banging performance that was. All the Typhoon people.
Yeah!
All Typhoon people go to Typhoon VC, please. Just want to give a quick brief, and then we will be.
That might be me.
Can I unslot the
I'm
server?
going to live stream this briefing. Great.
Preston,
Sorry, let me just deafen myself. Right, this is an F-22, most expensive aircraft here, I think. Stealth jet, US, air-to-air superiority fighter. Very fancy. I love it. Look at that gold canopy. It's Starscream in Avengers, not Avengers. Transformers, cool plane. I do like it. This Avro Vulcan. This is Sam Sages. Big Cold War bomber. I assume most of you will know this. Most of the information you know about it will be from Sam, because he is the advocate. There's someone in the Bombay. Hello. Who are you? Someone. It's a bit close to the wall. They've reversed it. Is it inside? It may be pretty much against the wall. Fair enough. XM603. Where is XM603? XM603. This is one that, yeah, it's a real one. I'm not sure where it's based or anything. It's the only one to be preserved in flash white paint. That's cool. So yeah, it's a real Vulcan in its real life livery. Can we go into the cockpit? Sam's done such a good job with this thing. It's got like animated gear. The ladder folds up. The wheels spin when it taxis around. Which is fancy as hell. I think I might need to go to the the Typhoon VC, because I'm meant to be commentating their performance. So I need to find the Typhoon. This is an official stream, remember? So I'm just kind of vibing and gathering footage. I'm going to try and check chat as often as possible, but I've got a lot going on. People are saying, "Hi Patron, I'm a huge fan. What does play from the GTSD?" Yeah. Thanks guys. Lovely to hear. Wes is here. Hi Wes. He sounds like a game show announcer. Yeah, that was NT from the GTSD. He has GTSD are actually pretty old now. One of the older. Oh God, no! Why would you do that? That's just a dick move. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, cool. Swear to God! I will leave the game and not do your narration if you do that. I swear to God. I've got my script up and ready to talk about noisy planes. Oh, it's our booth. I haven't seen this. Nice planes. I want to join their VC and listen to their commentary. Not commentary, briefing. But I also can't find it because I'm in like 100,000 servers. There it is. I'll join it, one sec.
Hello, One Patronimo.
Hello, I'm streaming.
Okay, so, hi, stream. Wait, are we live on stream?
Yes.
Hi, stream. Subscribe to Green Tea.
No, don't do that. Anyway.
So, yeah, Pat, what's going to happen is I'm just going to call you for the start and we should get going. Hopefully the music box fixes itself.
Okay.
Cole, where are you?
Can I leave this VC now?
Flying.
Yeah, go to Narration VC and
I
I'll
was already in there, but
sort you out
okay.
with
Cheers,
being
bye.
a-
Right, that was that. Fun. Airshow organisation stuff. This is such a mess. I don't like being an airshow organizer. I'm not. I'm just a narrator, but at the same time, I hate it. Let me mute and deafen myself in the VC and move into it so I can get ready to talk to all the people. Right, where were we? Talking about planes. So we've talked about the Merlin, the F-22 and the Vulcan. Let's talk about this. This is an F4 Phantom. This is in its Blue Angels livery, because they actually used to... Nowadays, the Blue Angels, the American Navy display team, they fly F-18s, but they used to fly F-4 Phantoms among a whole host of other different aircraft. This one is very pretty. I do like the F-4 Phantom. Look at the fat nose it's got. The story I always tell about F-4 Phantoms was that I got run over by one. Almost. I was working at Riyadh a couple of years ago, and I was doing FOD sweeps, so, you know, picking up litter, foreign object debris around the floor, because if that gets sucked into a jet engine, it tends to make them go bang, and that's not fun for anyone. So I was, you know, just doing FOD plod on the taxiway, and then a Turkish F4 Phantom came barreling along towards me, and I saw it like pretty last second and just had to dive out the way before they splattered me, and that was fun. So yeah, F4 Phantoms do make me nervous now. Flashbacks. No, but they're gorgeous aircraft and drop a lot of napalm. Anyway, what's the next thing? This is the Eurofighter Typhoon. This is the aircraft I'm going to be narrating in the airshow performance. The airshow performance thing here today. There is our display one. Looking very hot. Cool, I'm just getting ready for my commentary. I'm talking to the people. That is 29 Squadron, I think, markings. I can't remember. I don't know who Corporal B. Linton is, or Senior Aircraft Technician A. Robinson is. That's what SAC stands for. Not a clue. But oh, hello. I'm guessing they're IRL people, or modelling people who made the mesh. I'm still getting ready.
Something I'd recommend doing if anyone's having any lag. If you look in the central
organisers be chatting though.
right of your screen, there's a little settings tab.
Okay.
If you remove booths, it should help your frame rates.
Yeah, okay, so we are now going to hand over to One Patronimo for the narration of the best display team in Roblox, and I'm not being biased there.
Sorry.
Let me get my
Sorry, Auntie, yeah, it's
commentary up.
I'm telling you. So over to One Patron Nemo. Oh, one sec, wait, I don't have permission to use that command.
It's
Give
push
me
to
a
talk.
sec.
Oh god.
Let me see if it'll work now. There we go.
Oh,
for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I told you, bot's having a bit of a mental breakdown.
This is fun. One second.
I'll start it out for the next
How do I
team.
turn on push to talk so I can... Oh, I can't be asked.
I don't think he realises that the bot is having a mental breakdown, like I
Having
just
a
said.
good time. Wait, copyright! Oh god!
Yeah.
I'll start it out for the next team. Right, sorry, I'll shut
I
it
had to turn the bot down. Where is the bot? Bot? Hello, bot. I can't see the bot.
One sec, laddies. Just give us a sec.
I love it. Okay, the bot has gone missing.
What were we
That's fun.
for?
I'm just sorting the odd thing out.
Where
I'm
is my
giving
voice
patterns and yeah.
What's the push to talk
Music
button?
bot's going to take a few
Patron.
minutes to
This is
start.
going really smoothly.
Okay,
This
Pat,
is
now
once again not
it's
official
permission
stream.
to
This is me
connect
being
and
silly.
speak.
Oh,
Pat,
people
you
are,
should be live.
people are
Wait,
confirming
one
this.
sec. Let's see if I can actually.
Nope, still can't talk. It's push to talk.
Try
See,
this.
you know
Press
what, in
bum.
our script when we have...
No, that's copyright. Stop, Groovy. Go away.
Auntie, can you not
Thank
do
you.
skip?
I can't know.
Damn. Let me deafen myself, so now I can talk. Hello. Yes. Dear God. Yes, this is not an official stream. This is just me helping out with the Airshow by streaming it when there wasn't a streamer. How do I push to talk? It's enabled. Keybind. What is my keybind for push to talk? This mouse button here. Mouse 3. Yes, cool. Right, now I can do commentary.
Guys.
I feel like we could maybe do a Top Gear type
Hello?
of intro.
Right, there
Hi,
we go.
One Patronimo, just wait a sec, wait for Don't Stop Me Now to finish playing.
One Patronimo, say
Okay.
hello to all the people that are muted and can't say hello
Oh, I
back.
had to mute the bot because copyright sounds.
Oh, yeah, you
so
won't be able
I-
to hear the music.
I
Yeah,
can hear the
something-
music, so
One sec, I'll be back.
this is okay.
So, Pat, how's your day today?
It's going swimmingly. I'm trying to stream and I'm focusing
Swimmingly,
on, like,
that's a very weird
I'm focusing on like
adjective, I
10
must say.
tasks at the same time, so I'm a little bit stressed, but I'm having fun.
You should be stressed. Right.
Thank you. You've made it easy for me to be stressed today.
Degrees, it's why
Right,
they call
on.
me Mr. Fahrenheit.
Hush.
On 200 degrees. I'm eating me chicken nuggets. Just hold that. Hold tight. Bloody hell.
Right. Okay. I've muted and deafened that because they're odd. They're very strange. Right. Right. Okay. Everyone's confirmed that is actually 29 Squadron. I'm happy about that. I remember this is like probably the most iconic Squadron markings. The 3Xs is because the story goes it's an old pilot's tale. I'm not exactly sure if it's completely correct, but they told the technician to go out onto the aircraft and write for 29 2 X's and 1 X, as in like L, or not L, like an I, an E, 1, basically 1 in Roman numerals. 29 2 X's 1 X, and so he drew 3 X's, which is why 29 Squadron has the 3 X's, which would be 30. It's silly, but that's apparently the story. Fun fact. What else is on the Typhoon? The exhaust is there, which is why there's a big grey patch of soot. You see that on real Typhoons. No step, don't stand on that, it's the spine. The Typhoon will be angry at you, and that's got missiles. You don't want a Typhoon to be angry at you. BG standing for big gun. That's not true, but I don't know what it stands for. Engines, I don't know how much thrust they produce. Even though I'm the narrator, I should know that. Yeah, Typhoon, it's pretty, I want one. These are used in the UK for QRA, quick correction alert. So basically if someone comes into the airspace and they're not supposed to be, these things will be the planes that shout at you. Right, apparently I'm ready for narration. Should we do that?
Come on, Pat.
What's up?
Hi, right, Pat, you ready? The music is about to begin playing and you are going to have...
I can't hear the music once again, so...
Just, okay, well, I'll just... Do you know what, Pat? How about
you DM me?
How about you just go?
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are the virtual Roblox Typhoon display team, and it is our privilege to be introducing and demonstrating to you one of the RAF's most advanced multi-role fighters, the Eurofighter Typhoon, here today at Cosford Airshow. I am Lieutenant Commander 1 Patronimo, and I am the XO for the Typhoons. I'll be providing the narration for today's display. Our team is currently based at RAF Coningsby in Lincolnshire and was founded on the 1st of October 2020 by the Commander Preston Plays 11. The aircraft we use is a modified FGR-4 Mark IV, FGR-4 standing for Fighter, Ground Attack and Reconnaissance 4, in reference to the Typhoon's multi-role ability. The Typhoon is a twin-engine delta-wing multi-role fighter used by the RAF in over 10 fighter squadrons. Along with a single-seater, the Typhoon also operates a dual-seater variant. However, only a few of these models exist though, and are used for training purposes and not in combat. Dying. The team's current Typhoon was manufactured by JA Systems, one of the best aircraft manufacturers on Roblox, and the team's airbase was fully built by our development team at the virtual Roblox Typhoon display team.
Just a quick notice, JA Systems shut down, they're now known as the plane shop, so yeah, sorry.
Feels bad. Cool. Right, I'm not commentating now because I've got push to talk on. The meta talk is off, so unless they can hear me. Oh god, can they hear me? No, they can't. Okay, cool. Oh my god, this is such a meme. As the Typhoon enters the runway, it's time for our pilots to set flaps, power up, and the aircraft begin to roll. The pilot behind the stick today is Flight Lieutenant Core. Core is located in Ireland and has been with the team for over 3 months. Outside of aviation, Core is also a big fan of skiing. Flying all of our displays, he is the face of the team and a very, very skilled pilot. It's quite a loud plane. In real life, it's bloody noisy as well. It really shakes you to the core. I love it. Right, I've only practiced this commentary thing once. I'm a bit underprepared for this, so we're gonna see how it goes. They can't hear me at the moment, hopefully, at least. If they can. Hi guys. I know you guys on stream can, but you get the extra. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the show to begin. From the right, let's welcome the Royal Air Force Typhoon display team for the 2021 season. At 450 knots, 150 feet, and making a very loud roar, the virtual Roblox Typhoon. Right, this is just me assuming by his notes. This is going well. I can't read the chat at the moment. Because I have to switch back to the commentary sheet. I can't have commentary and my game screen and chat up at the same time. All aircraft can go high, but the fast climbing capabilities of the Typhoon is what sets it apart from others. So from the front, watch as Core applies the full afterburner and puts the stick, feeling 7 times Earth's gravity in the vertical climb. Pulls the stick. What did I just say? I don't know. It wasn't the right thing, but I'm trying my best. Leave me alone. This is going well. Look at that plane. You can admit it's kind of pretty. Preston did a good job with that, and Core's doing a brilliant job of flying it. He's a genuinely phenomenal pilot. And I'm proud to be working with him. Yay. Someone says Orange made that sound. I think a plane made that sound to begin with. I think it's genuinely some kind of jet fighter. Right, what's the next bit of the thing I need to read? 4-point roll. Okay, cool. Let me scroll down. This is going well. I like this. Commentary sheet. I'm sure many of you have noticed the small wings located at the front of the Typhoon. Well, these are actually canards. The canard's purpose is to give the Typhoon a smoother control surface, as well as making the roll response faster in a dogfight. So to demonstrate the smooth handling, Core applies a full 360-degree roll in 4 separate motions. That was the 4-point roll. It's meant to be it's time for the 4-point roll, but I did it after he said it. I said it after he did it. The life of a airshow commentator, a Roblox airshow commentator, to be more precise. God. Next, it's time for the roll and pull. I don't know what that is. So
no, this is the 4-point roll. Haha, you're bad.
Oh, okay. This is the 4-point roll. All right.
Like low-key actually jamming to this music though.
Enter you fucking stink.
Now it's time for a classic for many solo teams from across the globe. The next manoeuvre will see Core roll 90 degrees to the left, and you'll be able to see directly into the cockpit. I'm sure Core will very much appreciate a wave in. Ladies and gentlemen, the next manoeuvre will be the knife edge pass. So yeah, I'm a bit off. I said the next manoeuvre during another manoeuvre. Because you kind of got to keep chatting all the way. Otherwise people get bored and sod off. There we go, the knife edge pass, look at that. Core is a really good pilot. Obviously this isn't the hardest manoeuvre in the world, but it does take precision to get yourself exactly in the middle of the ground line at the right times. Commentary is fucking hard, especially if I don't know the manoeuvres. Also, this is genuinely the second time I've ever read this script. This is me pretty much completely sight reading. Oh god, kill me. Did you know the Typhoon can do a full 360-degree roll in 2.35 seconds? This makes the aircraft one of the most agile aircraft in the world. As Core comes in from the left, watch as he pulls 270 degrees before pulling away in the roll and pull. I did that late. He was already buggered off by the time I'd finished it. Let's check chat. Ha ha ha, you're bad. Cheers. That sound comes from my stomach. Nice. In the RAF, it's not just about flying fast and high. All aircraft also need to be sure they can handle high levels of G-force. The Typhoon does this very well, being able to handle up to 9 times Earth's gravity. To demonstrate these high levels of G, watch as the Typhoon comes in from the right and does 3 consecutive barrel rolls in the appropriately named blackout roll. He's lagging a bit. Woohoo! There he goes. That's pretty. That's 2. One more roll. Go on. No? Did he do another one? I guess I just missed it. Right. Now for the reverse Cubanate. Now it's time for another crowd favourite, sometimes referred to as the reverse Cubanate. This manoeuvre puts any aircraft to the test of its control. In from the left, Core put the Typhoon up and over 2 times, creating the shape of an infinity symbol, showing our infinite love for our fans and supporters. This is the Infinity Pass. God, I cannot speak. God damn it. Whee! God, I'm really hungry. I haven't had dinner today. I should eat dinner, maybe, at some point. Dinner. Nom, nom, nom. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Where's the check gone? There it is. Cool. Someone just DM me go to Cosford Airshow, so I'm just going to DM them the link to this stream. There we go, nice. Oh, I need to do more manoeuvres, commentary things. When flying in fast-paced combat, it's not just about the speed. Slow speed flight is also an important part in any military-based flying. The Typhoon has the ability to go down to 124 knots before stalling out. So, as Core comes in, he'll throttle down and perform a flaring position. It's time for the Typhoon to fly the amazing High Alpha. Cool. See, I would have read it as High Alpha Pass, but it doesn't say it in the commentary sheet, so I'm just going to assume. Look at that! Oh, it's gone. There it is. Whee! It's a teleporting plane. If your jet can teleport, that's dope. It's just a shame the VRA aren't here. I miss the VRA. Oh, hello. Noises! Noises! Loud noises! I cannot see the jet anymore, so I'll just zoom out. Oh, there it is.
Absolute banger of a tune right now.
I can't hear it. One of the main roles of the Typhoon inside the RAF is a role called QRA, or Quick Reaction Alert. The Typhoon hasn't always filled this role though. Before 2008, the legendary Panavia Tornado was protecting the skies of Britain. So we dedicate this to the aircraft that retired on the 1st of April 2019. This is the Tornado role. Once again, a bit late, but solid. Right. I need to wait for it to start turning before I can read the next bit. Has he got his cockpit up? Yes, he has. He's got his canopy up. Nice. And his landing gear down. Solid, why not? Is he going to start turning? I think he's having issues. Is he declaring a mayday? He's got his hook down. Yeah, the Typhoon also has an arresticator hook on the back. Some of them do, at least. For landing on aircraft carriers, because it just has the ability. Never uses it, but it has the ability. Right. As the Typhoon comes around now, I would just like to take a moment to tell you about our support team. In the RAF isn't just about flying. Every aircraft needs a group of dedicated engineers, and the virtual Roblox Typhoon display team are no different. The team has a set of dedicated personnel, such as our Public Affairs Officer, 16 Dark, Overseer Preston, and our ground crew and media. I'd like to thank them for the help on the team and request you to give them a cheer in the chat. A lot of cheers there. Changes. Kill me. Did he do it? He did it, okay. Did you know the Typhoon is actually a carrier-capable aircraft? Although it almost never operates this way, the Typhoon does have the ability to land there. As Core comes in now, look closely at the gear hook and air brake extended. He'll now roll in at 90 degrees, ready for the dirty inverted pass. I am out of sync here. That is the minimum diameter turn he's doing. And the next one is the dirty pass. It's fine. I'll just ignore it and hope for the best. God. Preston's going to chew me out after this. I don't know the performance. I was out today when they did their practice, so I wasn't. Oh, is he stalling? He's crashed. He's crashed. Okay, that's not good. He's back. He's alive. God, Jesus Christ. Right. Can you guys hear me all right? By the way, in chat, just tell me. Just give me a little something if you can hear me. Preston says a little bit early. Yeah, I know, but the manoeuvres aren't synced up. So he did an extra manoeuvre, I think. Is his canopy still open? Minecraft just... Yeah, his canopy is still open. Cheers, Typhoon, for pointing that out.
Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we are going to have to cut the Eurofighter Typhoon display team short due to an exploiter who's currently got a hold of all the remote events in the aircraft. Oh, wait, no, it might have been fixed. It might have been fixed. It's been fixed. Carry on, Pat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exploiter, suck it.
No, wait. Scratch. No, wait. No, wait. We're going good. Yeah.
Can you just continue anyway?
Yeah, we're gonna continue. Just if you see the gears going up and down
solid.
randomly, just just it's casual. Okay, it's casual.
All right.
Now this is the dirty.
Yeah, this is the dirty pass. That was a maneuver I wasn't aware of, and I was a bit out of sync. So this is the dirty pass.
Pat sucks at narration. Hashtag
up.
make me red 10.
Your commentary was written wrong.
Shut up.
Oh, this is fun. I'm enjoying this. This is a lot more, less serious than a lot of air shows I go to, which is brilliant fun. Yeah, he does appear to be having some issues with his everything. Once again, Core will come in gear down in the landing config, or gear up depending on what the exploiter is doing, in the landing configuration, this time performing a vertical loop. This will show the Typhoon's rigid bodywork and strong mechanical integrity, something crucial when it comes to combat. Put your hands together as Core comes in for the dirty loop. Depending on what the exploiter is doing. Because, issues. There's people! Hello, people! Look at the plane. Look at the plane. And loop. Oh, there he is. Bit laggy, but it's all good. All good. Servers hosted in Antarctica or something. A nuclear submarine under the Antarctic Circle. Antarctic Circle? Arctic Circle. God, I'm an idiot. Right. Plane is doing plane things. He's not doing a loop. That was the just regular fly past. Right.
Good job this song's so long. Oh, yes, this is my favourite bit.
Was that the loop, Preston?
Yeah. Supersonic now, way!
Just before our show ends, we'd like to thank Airshow host and everyone else for putting this together, this amazing airshow, and letting us perform here today. This flypast is dedicated to you. Preston, you hosted the airshow. What is this? I love you inserted that into your...
It was for Enti,
Enti, we love you.
No, we don't. Mild liking, Pat, come on.
This is sad.
Just end the goddamn show.
Well, that brings our show to a close. If you're interested in joining the team, make sure to head over to our booth located at the front corner. Shut up. Additionally, if wanting to represent the best fighter in the RAF, feel free to come buy our merch. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been one Patron Nemo, and from me, the pilots and the crew here at the virtual Roblox Typhoon display team, we wish you a great rest of the show. For we have been the virtual Roblox Typhoon display team.
And I've been Preston.
Shut up!
I've been doing the music.
Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Wee! One Patronimo. Yes, I agree. Right, I'm going to sod off back to my stream now so you guys can have fun with your bear show chatting. I don't know.
Yeah, if you need anything, toss a DM.
Right, adios. And now I can leave that commentary forever. Right, what's next? Should we have a look at more planes? I like planes. Where are they? They're over here somewhere. Ooh, there's a good selection. I'm not going to know what they all are. I'm going to try my hardest. Right, so, earlier we covered the Merlin, the F4, the Vulcan, the F-22, and the Typhoon. This here is the aircraft we saw performing at the very start of the airshow. This is a JTST, Jet Thrust Display Team, F-18 Hornet. I'm not sure if it's a Super Hornet. No, it's not a Super Hornet because the... You can always tell it's a Super Hornet because the on Super Hornets, the intake is angled. It's like a looks a bit more angry. So those ones are just regular air intakes, pretty standard. So they are just a regular Hornet. This is their booth. They've got a nice booth. They've got faceless, scary mannequins that would freak me out as a child. Oh, these are very nice prints. I like these. I wonder who made those. God, yeah. No, where are they? Yeah, I wonder who made these prints. Could have made that look pretty. Oh, I got commissioned to do that years ago. Not years ago, maybe a year ago. The JTSD also fly BAE Systems Hawk T1, Eurofighter Typhoon, L39 Albatross, and yeah, the F-18. Fair enough. Pretty nice booth. And very nice prints. Very much like those. So yeah, that is the F-18. That's their logo, jet thrust. Right, do they have a cockpit? Yeah, look at that. Alright, we are streaming. Oh, it's me. Someone's eyeing me up. Oh, he's a bit wobbly. Oh yeah, coming to you live from the cockpit of a jet fighter with someone on top. Hello, mate. This is also an aircraft used by the Blue Angels. The display team you see there, although that is a historic version. Oh, he's fallen asleep in this jet. Right, what was I saying? Yeah, also it's an aircraft also used by the Blue Angels. I think it's pretty much the exact same colour scheme, except that's yellow. This white bit's yellow, and the black bit's blue, similar to that. So yeah, you might see that. I'm not sure if they're performing today or tomorrow. I should probably check that, shouldn't I? Let me look at the schedule. Yeah, they'll be performing tomorrow. I might do streaming Sunday, which will be a proper stream. This is kind of a test and a way for me to capture footage. This is a Blackburn Buccaneer. I think this is Watery's project. I'm not sure who else is in the team, to be honest. Let's have a look. No, I can't find it. I'm in way too many Discords. Yeah, this is the Blackburn Buccaneer. This will be flying tomorrow as well. This will be the first display tomorrow. I'm pretty sure this is I don't know much about this. Yeah, you can tell this is a carrier-capable aircraft because it's got this big landing hook. That will be what... See, there's got a big hook, big fishing rod. That's what they use to fish when they are hungry. No, that's what they use to land on the decks of aircraft carriers. So that will drop down, and then there'll be arrestor cables on the floor on aircraft carriers that they can catch with that hook to slow them down quicker. This big tail thing on the end is something you usually see on I-Star aircraft. I-Star being like basically spy aircraft with cameras and big radar jammers, etc. But on this thing, this is actually a shell of the air brake, and you can kind of just about see the lines. It'll split in two and fold outwards, and will be a giant air brake used for slowing down the plane, which is pretty cool. Anything else to say about it? This is a mid-air refueling boom. That's how it take on fuel mid-air. Yeah, it's cool. I like this plane. I'm not sure on anything. Well, this is a bit old for me, so I don't know much about this one. So yeah, fun. Right, up next, by the way, airshow wise, we have the F-15 display team. I think that's 99's group. I'm excited to see that. I think, at least. I might have got that wrong. Anyway, the Royal Netherlands display team PC-7. So this is a training aircraft used by the Netherlands Air Force. I'm not sure what the exact acronym of it is. So this is a training aircraft. There's 2 seats. So the instructor would sit here in the back, and then the trainee would sit here in the front and learn to fly. This is what they'd fly before they progress onto fighter aircraft. For example, in the UK, we use the... Oh, Preston's there. Hello, mate. Can you sod off? We use the Grob Tutor as elementary training. This would be in place of the Texan before Hawk T1. In America, they use Albatrosses and... what else do they use? US Air Force trainers. Talons, T-38 Talons, and Golden Eagles and stuff, I don't know. So yeah, this is a training aircraft, and that's what it does. And but they tend to be super maneuverable. So you can get used to flying like a fighter-like aircraft. So they always have a lot of power and they're really maneuverable. So they're really good for displays as well. And because they've got a prop instead of a jet, they're quite cheap. So display teams like to use them. So that's what that is. PC-7. Fun. This is an L-39 Albatross, flown by the L-39 Albatross demo team. Once again, this is a training aircraft. So, once again, instructor in the back. Well, they've got a really nice cockpit. Look at all the switches that have been done. What was I saying? Yeah, so, trainer sits in the back. Student in the front. Hello. Oh, that's some sick merch. I do enjoy that. Nicely done. For those of you who don't know, I made merch for a limited while. I think it's still somewhere. If you ping me on my Discord server, I can send you the link to it. But that was for sale for a little while. Looks very hot. I like it. There's a boxer one with abs as well, but I don't think it looks as good. Boxers? Swimming trunks, that's it. Right, anyway, yeah, students is in the front, L9. What countries operate the L-39? Let me find out. L-39 Albatross. Developed in Czechoslovakia. I didn't actually know that. So it's not a US aircraft. It's primarily used by the Soviets, back when there was a Soviet Air Force. And now it's used by Libya, Serbia, Czechoslovakia, etc. This one doesn't have any roundels. It's pure black, meaning it's probably a civilian one, because this is a very, very popular aircraft by civilian display teams. Yeah, who else uses it? Oh, geez, I looked up... Oh, yeah, the Patriots and the Black Diamond Jet team use them. The Breitling Jet team in France uses them. The Baltic Bees. Yeah, so it's very, very popular in the civilian world. Right. This is a hot aircraft. I think this has probably got the best livery here, to be perfectly honest. Maybe, was that one? No, that's not ours. That's pretty cool, with the big lion. I'd say this is probably my favourite livery, personally. The F4 is pretty cool. Yeah, this is the Netherlands. Is it got a tag? No, it hasn't. Yeah, it's the Netherlands. So once again, same country as this one. It's the Dutch Apache display team. So this is an AH-64 Apache longbow attack helicopter. In the UK, it's used by the British Army. I'm not sure about in the Netherlands because I'm not from there. But their display team, like all their display team aircraft, have this really iconic white, grey, black, and orange paint scheme that looks really, really hot. They've even got removed before flight tags. They've got some really good detailing on that. This one is notably missing its radar. If you look at lots of Apaches, they have a giant dome on the top of their rotor blades. And that's just a massive radar for looking for things to kill. The reason it's on the top and not on the bottom, like lots of aircraft, or on the front, etc. Well, you actually fighter aircraft usually have them in this nose area. So you see that where it changes colour, that can swing over and there'll be a big radar. But the reason it's on the top for the Apache is because it flies low, behind trees or cliffs, etc. Until it locks on, like just keeping the radar above the keeping the radar visible. Someone's up there. Nice thing spot. That's a cool place to watch the display. Is there any aircraft flying? Are we missing something? No. Okay, what is that? There's people vibing over there. Fair enough. Anyway, yeah. Sorry. What was I saying? Yes, I get distracted so easily. Radar just pops the radar. For example, if I was the radar dish on top of the Apache, it would just fly, just pop it over the top of tree line or cliff or something until it locks on something, and then it pops the entire helicopter up, fires a couple of missiles, and pops back down. This one is missing it. I assume due to weight, because display aircraft need to be as light as possible. So it's just keeping bare essentials like these fuel tanks on the side. I assume those are fuel tanks. And the iconic gun, because what is an Apache without its giant ass gun? It's missing missiles. These things are really deadly to buildings and tanks, etc. The pilot sits in the back seat. with the gunner and missile aimer, basically the navigator. Oh no, wait, what's the actual name of the? I guess just gunner. Sits in the front. And once again, I love the color scheme on this. It's really iconic. I love it. Nice. Anyway, moving on. What's this over here? This is not an aircraft. This is a jeep. I don't know much about jeeps. RF Scouts and Operations. Ooh, that's cool. So this is a RAF Scampton group, I guess, recreating operations at the Red Arrow's iconic base. So they've made their own flight suits. So in real life, the red flight suits are flown by RAF Red Arrow's pilots, with the blue flight suits being flown by the engineer, being worn by the engineers to kind of make them distinguishable. There's their server if you want to join it. I guess they just recreate Red Arrow's operations. That's cool. Fair enough. Leaflets if you want to not read it because it's Roblox. And they've got a jeep, operations jeep. So this will be used for picking up foreign object debris. If you're rich and not like me, who has to pick it up by hand and get run over. I guess it can also be used for follow me operations. For example, if a jet doesn't know where a gate is or to go, then they can request a follow me car, and they'll kind of say follow me and then guide you to the destination, etc. Big UK flag, nicely done. TWA. This is an airline, Transworld Airlines, I think. I'm not much of a commercial person. I don't know much about these things, so this is me just guessing. My voice is dying. This is me guessing. This I know. I know Speedbird. Speedbird is working for this airline. So he's told us quite a lot about it. So yeah, they're a vintage airline, I think. So they're using old aircraft, and old stuff, I guess. Yeah, Transworld Airlines, cool. I do know something about it. Speedbird, I pay attention once. Oh, he owns it. Nice. Okay, well done, Speedbird. I pay attention. Right, what's this? It looks like a pit. Yeah, Rothman Pitt stunt plane. It's a stunt plane. It's a little biplane. It's super hyper maneuverable. This is really seen a lot all around the world. Smaller air shows. What display teams run these? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know much about this. It looks like it was once upon a time two-seater. So maybe it was a trainer at some point. Try to look this up. I don't know much about it. Pitts stunt plane. God, my voice is dying. A light aerobatic biplane. No, okay, so it's not a thing. But it looks like it can have two seats, but this one's got, it's been covered up for aerodynamic reasons. So the pilot would sit here in the back. Right. Yes, hypermaneuverable stunt plane. Nice. Anyway, moving on. F-22 Raptor booth. They've got F-22 Raptor pajamas, and I absolutely love it. It's really cool. I like those. Yeah, Raptor. We've already talked about the Raptor when it was a static aircraft. In 5th generation, yeah, there's some specs. You can read that if you want. Never mind, you can't read that because someone who is sus is in front of it. And some hot pictures. Nicely done. Cool. Anyway, moving on. Oh, they've got a car. What's in the back of the car? Bags. Nice. Okay, cool. I like that. They've got a car. The Black Knights. The Black Knights are a F-16 flying. What? Yeah, it's F-16. Black Knights. What were the Black Knights IRL? So they fly these iconic red F-16s with white lines down it. Display team. What country are they? Are they Singapore? Republic of Singapore, featuring 6 F-16C Fighting Falcons. Okay, cool. I think there were an RF display team based in Singapore and then got moved to the Singapore. I'm not sure. I don't know much about this. Singaporean display team flying F-16s. They're very cool. Yeah, that's all I know about it. So yeah, fun. What is this? What are you? F-35. That's the crest of the F-35. Yes. So this is the aircraft replacing lots of aircraft around the world. In the RAF, it's replacing the Tornado and some roles of the Typhoon, as well as doing its own stuff. It is the most expensive fighter jet in the world. It's a stealth jet, so it can avoid radar. There's 3 variants, the F-35A, the F-35B, and the F-35C. F-35A being the regular Air Force variant. It's just like that, yeah. F-35B is the joint Air Force and Navy variant. So it's got a lift fan in the middle of it. I'm not sure exactly, I can't really show you where. Just in front, yeah, just about, that doesn't look like a... That's an F-35A variant, you can tell, because it's got a giant growth on the side of it. Oh, someone's in the way. Growth on the front. That's actually the gun pod, where it would shoot from. So the F-35B can hover. It like folds out like a transformer. And it's got a big fan in the middle of it, which is cool. I don't know why they've got a penguin. It looks like a Club Penguin, or the, what's the penguin from that drawing app? What's that drawing app? I'm not sure. Is it drawing app? I know it's an old computer system. Anyway, F-35s, they're really cool. And the F-35C variant has extended wings, which can fold up. It's got an arrestor hook. It's basically for aircraft carrier operations. Bigger wings, so it can fly slower, and they can fold. And it's got bigger landing gear as well, so it can land harder on aircraft carrier decks. Is the F-15 going yet? No, it looks like the Dutch display team are going instead. God, the back of my throat is actually feeling really dry about now. So that's fun. The announcers have said sorry for the display. We're back in action with the Royal Netherlands display team. So yeah, I showed off their Apache earlier, which is what's getting ready now. But they also operate an F-16. Do they operate something else? Netherlands display team. No, okay, yeah, they do just operate those two. They have an Apache and an F-16, which is badass, and I love it. And they've got really, really iconic orange, grey, black, and white colour schemes. It says that it's one of three solar aerobatic teams. What's the other one? Can someone tell me the other what the other thing is? Oh, it's the PC-7, of course. Yes, which is that one. Although it does usually have a different livery, I think. That's an older one. Right, you're gonna hear them powering up now. That'll be Apache. So they've got both a pilot and a gunner on board. Someone in Patrocchini is over there, which is awesome. Of course, they're going to be getting underway soon. God, that's loud. Okay, so I think we'll give the booths and planes a bit of a break as we get ready for the Netherlands display team, showing off 2 of their what are usually solo display teams, but they're joining them up here today. I think the Roblox team doesn't operate them as solo teams like the Apaches ever. They just operate them as yeah, different display teams. Should we listen if they've got any commentary? I'll switch over to them, their comms. If they don't have any commentary, I'll kind of provide my own. Let's listen in.
If it weren't for their pyrotechnics, I probably wouldn't let them perform and could just move on to the next team.
I guess they don't have any. It's just NT having a chat. He's the Airshow organizer. I'll message one of the Airshow organisers and ask if they have commentary. Do they have commentary? Right, there we go.
Heads up, music playing.
Right. Oh, the Apache is hot. Oh, it's firing flares. They've got flares in their performance. That's pretty cool.
Make sure you are looking towards the crowd line. They do have pyrotechnics, which is pretty cool.
They've got pyrotechnics? Oh, goddamn, that's sick. Okay, yeah, they don't have commentary, so I'm going to be providing my own. Good news for you, lads. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So yeah, flares. In the UK, use of flares and on-board aircraft pyrotechnics, you know, things. Yeah, just basically flares. They're banned at UK air shows because they tend to set things on fire and make a mess and have to be picked up afterwards. Right, F-16 is airborne. Whee! Very nice. But this is Roblox, so who cares? Okay, so you see it's got there's 2 tanks, those look like missile-shaped things, on the ends of the wings. They're actually giant smoke pods that can be turned on and off. That's true to the real display team as well, but it means they can make these really, really cool smoke trails from the wingtips. Which, yeah, once again, make these really cool trails. I like them. It's a bit low, bloody hell. Right, so that was the F-16. Is the Apache going to run in now? What about React 2019? They have pyrotechnics. Yes, ground-based pyrotechnics in the UK are not banned. It's only flares and, you know, aircraft-based ones. So apparently this team is going to have pyrotechnics, which I assume would be these things here. In a lot of Apache demo teams, they have pyrotechnics, trying to simulate them firing the guns and missiles, etc. Right, looks like the Apache is forming up with the F-16. So the Apache will be trying to go to its very, very top speed, because the Apache is a helicopter and doesn't go as fast as a jet fighter. Whoa! Okay, they're doing a break. So yeah, the Apache just going absolutely berserk there and firing off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 flares off each side. Sorry, what am I talking about? 14 flares in total. And the F-16 kind of breaking away. And yeah, once again, I absolutely love those liveries. The orange, black, white and grey. Really is iconic for the Netherlands display teams. It's really quite eye-catching, just badass, really. Let's F-16 started off to. Over there? No, I don't know. Somewhere. Oh, he's knife-edging an Apache. That's not the most realistic manoeuvre in the world. Someone asked if they use Blizzard. I think that kind of proves they don't. But it looks impressive, and if you can do it, then sod it, why not? It is possible to knife-edge in a helicopter, but obviously the rotors will start pulling you the other way, so it'll be for a very, very small amount of time. I've got a message from the Airshow organizer. What do they want? Hello. They're pyrotechnics, I know. Thank you, NT. So yeah, they can't do that for very long. I'm just waiting to see something explode. That's what I'm sat here for. Because I'm a stereotypical 12-year-old boy. I like seeing explosions. Whoa, look at that. Okay, that's quite cool. Once again, not the most realistic manoeuvre. That's just a spider web of flares. Most realistic manoeuvre in the world. It was an upwards barrel roll. In real life, with helicopters, it's a delicate balancing act of speed and energy. Sorry, speed and height, because they've got to trade energy. So if you're going really fast, you can turn all of that into height by pulling up really sharpish, but you'll lose all your speed. It's the same with a lot of smaller aircraft as well, like the Glob Tutor display team in the RAF. I apologise for referring back to UK-based display teams a lot. I'm in the UK, and that's what I'm familiar with. I go to all their air shows. So sorry I can't compare it to, you know, US-based. I assume a lot of you are UK anyway, or at least know about UK aircraft. So yeah, it's all about trading height for speed and maintaining energy. So yeah, he's climbed up high, and I was converting all of that height into airspeed as he drops down, dumping the rest of his flares. I don't know how many more he can possibly have. It might be unlimited. I haven't seen the pyrotechnics gone off yet. I may have missed them, but oops. As it sods off into this, one's about to light up these suckers. It's sending it into the runway. It's quite common for many air shows to well, a lot of airfields where air shows are based, like military air bases and airports. Because the runways are so big, roads need to be diverted around them, which means there's always... Oh, bloody hell, look at that. That's a backflip. Once again, possible with a real Apache, but not like that, I guess. So yeah, roads tend to always converge around the ends of runways, so there'll always be a big main road at the end of the runway. Likely. Not in every case, but it's very likely. Which means, air shows, you always find a big group of people that park their cars on the road, and sit and airshow gaze at the end of runway. It's not the safest thing to do in the world. If one of them, you know, crashes on landing or something, you're going to be right where they are. But it is a really, really cool spot to watch airshows, and it's a place I've spent a lot of time viewing airshows from. Right there he is, doing a little bow as he cartwheels into the ground. I don't know how low that is, it's about 20 metres or so. Dumping more flares. The Cosford ground teams are going to be very upset as they're going to have to pick up a lot of flare casings and look for them. A lot of them are just kind of wrapped in cardboard, so they burn up as they fly off. Someone says that Riat, they sit on the pavement outside Fairford. Yeah, it happened at Farnborough, Fairford, Duxford. Those are the 3 I've been to and sat in the runways for. But yeah, it's a really cool aircraft viewing spot. You get the aircraft, like, when they land. Bloody hell, that's loud! Jesus Christ. Yeah, they'll fly right over your head as they come into land. Starting out. Yeah, quite a common viewing spot. Right, someone asked, when are the VRBC performing? I don't know what the VRBC are, so I should probably have a look. I'm the worst. Once again, I'm not meant to be. This isn't my job to commentate this. I'm just kind of doing it because the actual stream dropped out. I was like, sod it, I can do it. Well, that's why this stream isn't public. It's just me, just being here, I guess. Let's look at the schedule. So we've already seen the jet thrust stunt division performing. I hear an F-16. Bloody hell! Should have been paying more attention. We've also seen the Typhoon demo. That was the one I narrated. I tried to narrate it at least. F-16's now trading all of its height for SB. Does it bloody hell clips me? I should bring my camera down a bit. Right, the Apache has finished its section of the performance and has now landed. It's on to the F-16 Fighting Falcon. So yeah, they are solo demo teams, they just did a joint thing at the beginning. Right, anyway, as I was saying, I think the F-15 demo team, which is also today, got cancelled. Which is a shame. So now it's the virtual Roblox Netherlands display team. Then there'll be a 5-minute break. Although I think the airshow is running a little bit behind, as the next display team was meant to perform 8 minutes ago. So they might skip the 5 minutes break. Up next will be the Buccaneer display team, flying their vintage Blackburn Buccaneer aircraft. Then it'll be the Black Cats Lynx Mark 8 team. They're scheduled for 1 minute's time, but I think once again they're running behind. So that'll be after the Buccaneers. And they'll be flying their iconic Lynx. There'll be a Royal Navy team from the United Kingdom flying their Lynx helicopters. I think there'll be 2 of them, Lynx Mark 8 helicopters. Then after that will be the US Air Force's F-22 Raptor display team, flying their cutting-edge F-22 Raptor fighter jet. After that will be the much-awaited Blue Angels display team, flying their A-18 Hornet in very, very close proximity. And then closing the show will be the most expensive jet, well, in real life at least, the F-35 demonstration team from the United States. That's the schedule. Currently we're still enjoying the Netherlands F-16 as it does a knife edge pass all the way down the runway. Looking very fancy, being able to look right into the cockpit as it goes past, showing off as it just hangs off the tail, needing a lot of what's it called, rudder authority for that manoeuvre there. Right. Running in again now, very low. Oh, this has got flares as well. So it's popping one every couple of seconds as it does a big, slow barrel roll in front of the crowd. Very nicely done. as it shows off its flare-making ability. And barrel rolls off into the sunset. Very nicely done. I assume they'll be coming to a close. What the hell, that's now? As it fires on its afterburners there, generating a metric shit ton of thrust. It's disappeared, there it is. Reheat, of course, in real life being created by dumping a lot of fuel straight into the exhaust of the engine, which creates a lot of thrust but burns fuel like crazy, so it can only be used for a short amount of time. F-16 Fighting Falcon. Let me look up some facts about the F-16 so I can go on a bit longer. The F-16 is a multi-role fighter, meaning it can... It's primarily an air-to-air dogfighting aircraft, but it is multi-role, which means it can also do things like bombing runs, ground attack, probably even some limited reconnaissance and jamming operations. I can't really think of any other way to put that, because it will have onboard radar jammers to as a part of its countermeasure suite. Really just showing off the manoeuvrability of the F-16 there as it sods on past. Right, it's also a all-weather fighter, meaning it can... if you don't know what all-weather means, you're in trouble. Because the term all-weather... most modern fighter jets are all-weather now. All-weather usually coming about from old World War II aircraft that were not. So they put all-weather in the name to make them... to kind of show off. Whee! Doing another knife edge pass. Oh, and it's a 4-point roll, so now hanging inverted, switching to the other angle. Yeah, words. Thank you, brain. Should I look at chat? Because I don't know what I'm talking about. No one's talking in chat. Never mind. They're all too fixated with the F-16 as it spins around in circles. The F-16 is one of the most widely used aircraft, military aircraft in the world. With over 4,600 being built, it was originally built for the United States Air Force. And now, Jesus, that's so loud. It's in service with many other countries, including Israel, Pakistan, Turkey, and Egypt. Whoa! Flying through the explosions there, pyrotechnics. Very, very cool. And I assume that'll be them ending the display here at RAF Cosford. I need to find some water. My throat has gone very hoarse. Oh, drinky, drinky. Good water, good water. That'll probably keep me talking for another 10 minutes. I don't know. Right. Fun. Right. Yep, so that's the display complete for the F-16 Fighting Falcon. You can see there near the tail, its air brakes have been extended. Those are those things next to the engine, pointing upwards. They can fold inwards if it doesn't want to lose as much speed. That's just to slow the aircraft down for landing and other things it might need to lose speed for. Thanks, brain. Nicely done. Very nicely. People always say butter, or, you know, the more butter a landing is, or the smoother a landing is, the better. But in real life, if you land an aircraft too smooth, the auto brakes won't activate because they're activated by impulse. So, yeah, a realistic landing isn't always the most smooth. I know pilots do tend to rate each other on smoothness of landing. You can see the Apache now almost completely powered down. There's the F-16 taxis back in. Incredible performance by the pilots there. Then up next we will have, what did I say will be next? Schedule. Up next will be the Blackburn Buccaneer display team. Very excited for that one. If we come back over to the crowd line now, we can look at more planes. Or booths, I guess. We've done these. This is the booth owned by the Rothmans Pit Aerobatic display team. Their logo, some merch, nicely done, pictures, etc. Yeah, cool. I like that merch. It's a really cool crest. I wonder if they've taken that from the Royal Display team and they've made their own. Either way, it's still cool. Nicely done. Well, there's this. This is the Blackburn Buccaneer display team. Being flown by English. They've got someone called Blackburn Buccaneer. Nicely done. I love that. So yeah, the pilot for this display team will be English. Are they spawning it in? No, not yet. So that'll be next. So yeah, that's their aircraft just there. Very excited to see it perform. I have not seen this team perform, I don't think. Actually, I think I may have seen it perform at this air show's... Well, before this air show, the organisers kind of had a test air show, I guess, which was Blackpool. It was an air show I attended, and I think the Blackburn Buccaneer was performing there. But I'm really excited to see it perform properly. They've also got a black one. I think that might be their display aircraft. Being sponsored by Shell there on the side. And then I guess the camo one is their static aircraft. Once again, another really hot print. I really love these. I just every time I see one of these prints, I just think they're the coolest things. I think every display team should have one. It says the man who makes literally all of them. Right, this is the team I know huge deals about. This is my primary group, even before YouTube, I guess. This is the Royal Air Force Red Arrows. This booth, of course, being from the virtual Roblox Red Arrows, which is my team. I'm Red 10, team coordinator, support officer, and commentator. Operating the Hawk T1 training aircraft. They operate 9 of them, using red, white, and blue smokes for a very colourful and dynamic display. I'll try not to blow my own trumpet with this team too much, but I love this team. You should go see them. Yes, fun. This is the team I was commentating, the virtual Roblox Typhoon display team, operating the Typhoon FGR4. Another hot print. I love these. Look. Way. This is a really old print. I did this ages ago. Yeah, FGR4. Yeah, being flown by Core and owned by Preston Plays. Why is my name not on this sheet, Preston? I'm going to be having words with you after this show. Yeah, Typhoon. It's the Royal Air Force's primary jet fighter used for QRA. And shooting down baddies. It's also a multi-role fighter, so it can also bomb, do some other stuff, I guess. Multi-role can do whatever it wants that they need it to do. Words, yes, I'm slowly running out of brain power, so I'm just bear with me as I get by. This, of course, being the booth of the virtual Roblox Blue Angels. It's a group that is very, very closely associated with the virtual Roblox Red Arrows. They fly, I want to say 7? Is it 5 or 7? Blue Angels jets. Blue Angels, how many? I think it's 5? Maybe 5. How many Blue Angels are there? I think it's 5. 6. 6? Is it? Guys, someone answer me. How many jets do the Blue Angels fly? I think it's 6 jets, plus Fat Albert, which is their giant C-17 transport aircraft. They use that when they go on tour around the US. That'll keep all of the team's gear, spare parts, and then they also use it in displays. They'll chuck it about the sky, show off what the C-130 C-130 transport aircraft can do. What year did they? A long time ago, they used to strap RATO thrusters, rocket-assisted takeoff thrusters, to the aircraft. so that it would have rockets when it took off, just because how sick is that? Basically just to increase, decrease the amount of runway it needs to take off. So it can be used in really short areas. I'm not sure how much that was done, in combat situations, but it was really cool for air shows. Watery is there. Hello, Watery. But it looks sick. They don't do that anymore, unfortunately, but they still use Fat Albert. Right. Is the next air show piece under... No, it's not. Okay, cool. It looks like the final... Is it the final booth? Not quite. The final booth from this area is the virtual Roblox Frise Tricolori. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It is Italian. Frise Tricolori. I'm going to assume that's correct. It's the Italian tricolour. The Black Cats. Okay, looks like the Buccaneers aren't flying next. It'll be the Black Cats flying their Mark 8 Lynx helicopters with the Royal Navy. Anyway, back to the Frise Tricolori. I love saying that. It's just fun to say. Say it now. Frise Tricolori. Say it with me, boys and girls. Nice. Oh, the Black Cats of narration. Okay, so I'll be tuning into them. I can give my voice a break for a little while. Nice. So these guys, what aircraft do they operate? Is it a PC? Frise Tricolori. I feel like I've said enough facts today. I've done a decent job in knowing things. I'm allowed to look things up. Please don't bully me. They operate Fiat G91 Pans. I don't know what that is. They're another training aircraft. And they have green, white and red smoke showing off the Italian flag. This is a relatively new team. And I'm quite excited to see how they do. What does that say? Aeronautica Militari. I assume that would be their Air Force name. Right. Oh, the Typhoon display team has a van. That's cool. There's Rodonald. There's a McDonald's there. I don't know who. This might be a free model. I'm not sure who built this. But it's cool that it's here. Not that there's any way to sit. You just have to grab your burger and sit on the grass. Oh, that's the fun of air shows, isn't it? Sitting on the grass and vibing. Right, the final food booth is Cosford Coffee Co. with some... They've got ice cream. Nice. I'll have coffee. No, that's... Oh, cup of tea. Yes, we're British here. We're in the United Kingdom. It's Cosford. And then it'll be yeah, sorry, what am I talking about? Sorry, I've just received a message from Watery in chat saying that the Buccaneer is flying after the Black Cats. Okay, that's good to know. The Black Cats are now being spawned in. They appear to be a bit in the ground. No, they're not. I'm just low. So yeah, there you are. The Royal Navy Black Cats. It's a United Kingdom display team. Being operated once again, yes, by the Royal Navy. These are Lynx Mark 8s. Lynx is being used for a wide variety of naval roles, including anti-submarine warfare, scouting, light transport. I'm not sure what else. They are a very, very manoeuvrable helicopter. I think for a little while they're the fastest helicopter in the world. It broke the helicopter speed record in 1972. Yeah, okay, I'm not going insane. I know things. I don't know things. I know things. But it's very manoeuvrable aircraft, being able to do loops and other intense aerobatic manoeuvres. Right, moving onwards. Off the coffee truck, because that's yeah, fun. This is a Hawk T1. Showing off, this is the virtual Roblox Hawk demonstration team. Their flags are pointing in opposite directions. I don't know how the wind can blow in both directions, but it does. Fun. Is the Hawk display team a real thing? Yeah, there was a Royal Air Force Hawk display team. Preston is saying hi. There is a... I'm not sure it still operates to this day. I'm I'm trying to look it up. I don't know anything about it. I've never seen this team perform before. It's got the logo of the Royal Benevolent. Is it Benevolent? Benevolent? I don't know. Benevolent Trust, which is the Royal Air Force's charity set up to support, military personnel. Just pictures of it, very nice. 2012. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it still performs anymore. It's not on their website or anything. So I assume this is an X display team, but still pretty cool. Showing off the whole T1. Right. Anyway, there's the Lynx Mark 8, which is the aircraft that's going to be flying very, very shortly. They'll be operating 2 of these. That's their flight suits, if you're interested in what those look like. Is that a coat hanger? It's a really thick coat hanger, and it's not going through the clothes properly. There you go. That's what we can expect to see from the show very shortly. Doing some very intense maneuvers. Excited for that. Look at the size of the rear rotor blade. You forget how big aircraft are in real life. Obviously, Roblox characters aren't true scale, but it's pretty close. And aircraft are bloody massive. You'd always forget. That's just the rear rotor blade. Right, it sounds like they're going to they are powering up now. So I'm going to switch over to their commentary and let you listen into their, actually have, what's it called? Properly done narration, whatever. Sure, why not? Let's listen in now.
Despite this, the team has still worked really hard to perfect the routine for all our upcoming events, and we do really hope you enjoy the display here at Cosford.
Oh, for God's sake, and I gotta close this. I gotta come out and close. Stop alerting me, you piece of shit. Thank you.
I just annoyed Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Fucking hate these guys. NT, you piece of shit. I know you can hear me. Sod off. I'm not live in the commentary channel, so people.
Oh, for you too, Pat.
Now. Oh yeah, finally. The stream caught up. Well, he caught up with the stream. Nice. NT, you should unmute me so I can chat shit in the commentary channel while they're trying to do commentary. Game be lagging a little bit now again.
Go on. Pat, you're unmuted.
Cool. Die, NT.
Why are we unmuting Pat?
What's it called? When they start doing their commentary, though, we need to be quiet. Just thought I'd let you know.
Okay!
POV.
I might deafen myself if these guys keep being stupid. We're here for commentary, not
NT, look at your DMs.
for exactly this. Should we look at chat again? What the hell? Does something just fly past? A bit like it. Where's chat? Hello, chat. It's the Hawk T1 team. They're fictional. I think they're a real team, just not anymore. It's an old team. Someone says comms. Okay. So can someone crash, please? I beg. There's been one crash. I actually think it was a crash. It was a typhoon that clipped the ground for a second, but then suddenly arrived again. Probably just went behind a tree line. Didn't really see. Hasn't been actually any teams yet. Someone says Pat DMs. Okay, I'll look at my DMs. But I can't check my camera when I'm doing that. Could we go into a VC and speak about the displays? I'm kind of just vibing by myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your screenshot button ready. This is the opening break. Both aircraft are now turning away from the crowd to come running back in towards each other at about 200 knots to perform their second manoeuvre of the air show, the opposition wing over. The aircraft once again are running away from the crowd and will turn back to perform the opposing nose-over. Both aircraft will face each other and dip their nose down 20 degrees. Ladies and gentlemen, formed at Show Centre, this is the opposing nose-over. Now the aircraft will reform at Show Centre to perform their next manoeuvre, the spot turn. Talon 2 will land in front of the crowd and make a full 360-degree turn. The aircraft are now setting up for a manoeuvre where they will raise their aircraft up to 150 feet, tuck their aircraft nose down and cross over. Afterwards they will head away from the crowd towards the show left and right. Black Cat's next manoeuvre will be the swing boat. The aircraft will position themselves at show right to then accelerate towards the show left, with one going backwards and the other forwards. The Black Cat's pilots today are flying the Western Lynx. The Western Lynx is a British multi-purpose twin-engine military helicopter designed and built by Western Helicopters. It originally intended as a utility craft for both civil and naval usage. Military interest led into the development of both battlefield and naval variants. The Lynx went into operational usage in 1977 and was later adopted by the armed forces over a dozen nations, primarily serving in battlefield utility, anti-armour, search and rescue and anti-submarine warfare roles. The Lynx is a fully aerobatic helicopter with the ability to perform loops and rolls. In 1986, a specially modified Lynx set the current official airspeed record for helicopters at 400.87 kilometers an hour. There's been several land and naval variants of the Lynx that have been produced along with some major derivatives. The Western 30 was produced as a civil utility helicopter. It was not a commercial success and only a small number were built during the 1980s. In the 21st century, a modernised variant of the Lynx was designed as a multi-role combat helicopter. designated as the Augusta Westland AW159 Wildcat. The Lynx retired in 2017 after a great 41 years of service. The aircraft will now be setting themselves up on show left and will turn onto runway finals with the number 2 aircraft deploying 5 to 6 flares across the runway. Coming in from show left, Cosford, this is the flare pass. The aircraft are now circling around to come in from show left once more to perform one of their final manoeuvres. The aircraft are now coming in from show left. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Canadian break. The pilots will make a 180-degree turn to come running back in towards the show centre to perform their final break. Cosford Airshow coming in from show centre. This is the finale break. The aircraft are now preparing to land, however the pilots have one more thing to do. They'll position their aircraft directly in front of us and point their aircraft 40 degrees nose down to perform a bow. I am Sub-Lieutenant Aya Cyclone, and you have been watching the 2021 virtual Roblox Black Cats.
Cheers. Woo, yeah. Woo.
Thank you for coming to watch us here today at Cosford. The team have really worked hard to put this display together for everyone here. We would love to see any photos you took. Please send them either directly to myself, another member of our staff team, or post them in our Discord. Once again, thank you.
Yeah. Whoa, NT, what do you think of that? Is NT even in the VC? Probably not. Well, that's one Patronimo. What do you think of that?
Woo! That was actually really good. I like
That was. We need more helicopter demos.
That's
in
one of the most
Roblox.
realistic performances I've ever seen, and it was really, really unique as well because it's with helicopters.
You know, this is very, very good feedback from one Patronimo here. One Patronimo, do you want to help me?
Genuinely all-time favourite. No.
Pat,
Airshows.
I've got a new series for the YouTube channel.
What?
Display Team Nightmares. Exactly like Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares, but with Roblox display teams.
No. And with that, I'm gonna deafen myself again.
Wait. Next team also have commentary, Pat.
Okay, no
I'll
worries.
just ping.
I went into their commentary, but you sent an alert, so I had to then stop looking at them and turn off the alert.
Your mom. Okay,
We're just waiting on
uh,
Watery to join the game. Apparently, his internet
Wait,
does have
so
a
is it the
mental breakdown.
Buccaneers or?
It will be the Buccaneers, I believe.
that.
It will be the Buccaneers.
Right, I've deafened myself again because they're unbearable. I say in my politest voice. Right, so yeah, up next will be the Blackburn Buccaneer display team. Still scheduled for today, it will be the F-22, the Blue Angels, and the F-35. Although, once again, they're running a bit behind, so we'll try and see if they have time for them all. Yeah, so can't wait to see those. There is day 2 for this air show where we'll see the Pitts aerobatic display team, which is the aircraft the stunt plane. We'll see the Hawk display team, and we'll also see the Black Knights, which will be operating their red F-16 aircraft all the way from Singapore. As for now, I guess the only thing we can really do is continue to look at booths. So that was genuinely one of the coolest and one of my favourite display teams performances I've ever watched now. I really like that. Flying, the Black Cats flying their Lynx Mark 8 helicopters, representing the UK and the Royal Navy. Very, very awesome. Right, up next, booth-wise, we have Hydro. I've never ever seen this company before. But they appear to be a stage for the Wildcat guys, which is funny, like that. They appear to do holograms, apparently, or models. I'm not sure what they are. Could be glass things, for all I know. But they look cool. I like those little hologram things. Epic, yay. There's a Discord if you want to see more hologram. Awesome. This, I do not know my commercial aircraft. You guys need to help me here. I think this is I was gonna say an Airbus, but that nose looks too pointy. I was gonna say an Airbus A320, but that nose looks like a Boeing 737. You guys need to help me. I'm gonna be wrong there. The engine's noticeably flat, which I think is a trademark of the Blackburn's powering up of the 737. I know nothing. I've been chatting for hours about military aircraft, but as soon as we get to the first and probably the most iconic, yeah, it's a 737. Cool, thanks guys. Yeah, the most iconic commercial airliner probably of all time, other than maybe the 74, or that thing there. I don't even know at all. So I'm glad I kind of know, but at the same time, oopsie, I didn't know at all. Lavatory. They've got a working shitter. Great, I love that. Maybe not working, but thing. Nice amount of detail in this. There's no seats or anything, but I guess it's a test bed aircraft or something along those lines. So yeah, they've got a 737, which is epic. Awesome. Cool. So now the Blackburn has spawned in. Sorry, Blackburn. I always say Blackburn. Now that the Buccaneer has spawned in, I think we're going to switch over to their comms. Let's do that now.
Display.
Anti-stuff VC quick. Ah, sorry, watering.
Buccaneer seems to be a little bit flippy around, but
It's excited.
that's all part of the display. Make it more exciting, if you get where I'm coming from.
The plane itself is excited. Very sweet.
The main goal of the RBRP is to make at least one Blackburn Buccaneer airworthy again, and show you the excellence of this carrier-capable attack aircraft. Our display pilot for today is Charles. Charles has been with the team since the very beginning and has also made the awesome jet displaying for you today. We also have our reserve 2 Patronimo. Without him, we wouldn't be able to run as smoothly as we do. The Buccaneer is about to take off and start the display. Keep an eye on those gears and watch how low the Buccaneer flies on takeoff. This is the second time our Buccaneer has performed for the public, and we're in the process of restoring a second Buccaneer to do a duo display for you all, so keep an eye for that in the future. Charles will now bring the Buccaneer round for the first pass, the low and fast pass. The Blackburn Buccaneer was designed as a carrier aircraft for the Royal Navy. It was also offered to the RAF but was rejected at first. But as the other 2 contestants were cancelled due to cost reasons, the Buccaneer was eventually put into RAF service in 1969. Now look to the left as Charles will now do an inverted pass. The Buccaneer was designed to fly below radar, and it did that exceptionally. The Buccaneer can fly at treetop level, and for that reason the essential instruments were moved up, so the pilot could check the instruments and the surrounding terrain at the same time. Now watch as the Buccaneer does a high G turn, pulling up to 6 Gs as it goes. Charles will now take the Buccaneer to head towards the crowd, and perform a manoeuvre the Buccaneer often did called the bomb toss. Charles will pull up hard, and in a combat situation, they'd release the bombs to hit the target, as the Buccaneer flies too low to be able to drop bombs from a distance. The RBRP is based at RNAS Culdrose, as it's the current base that the 736 Squadron operates from, a squadron tasked with training crews for the Buccaneer. The Buccaneer will now do the slowest pass yet. Gear down and air brakes extended. This is the Dirty Pass. If you look at the rear of the aircraft, you can see the air brake split into two, as the Buccaneer has a unique air brake that looks more like a stick out the back. As we're now nearing the end of this display, I'd like to thank you for watching our display today. Please consider following us on Twitter at BuccaneerRBX and joining our Discord server. And now, for the last time, English will bring the Buccaneer in for the final pass. You have been watching the virtual Roblox Buccaneer Restoration Project. End. Yay.
And with that, I'm deafening myself. Jesus Christ. That was fun. Yeah, that was the Blackburn Buccaneer. I'm glad I got all those things about the Buccaneer. I know nothing about the Buccaneer, so I'm glad I got that right about the, you know, the air. There's the air brake popping out, splits in two. And about it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's really interesting learning about how the RAF initially rejected it, and then kind of then just kind of got it. That was interesting. But yeah, that was the Blackburn Buccaneer. I'm not entirely sure what's going to be up next, according to the schedule, but it has changed around a bit today. It'll be the F-22 demonstration team flying the world's, what is like, you know, one of the world's most advanced fighter jets, and probably the most advanced air superiority fighter. And there's the Blackburn Buccaneer running in with its wings up, the wings being able to be folded for carry operations in real life, as it was designed for use within the Royal Navy. So yeah, fun facts. This is just, oh my god, the Duolingo bird, that's terrifying. I'm running out of aircraft to talk about. Does anyone know what this plane is? Because I'm a CRJ 700 maybe? No. What is it? Someone tell me what it is. Oh, I hear noise. It's an issue. Oh my god. Okay, well, they've had a small problem. Yeah, if anyone could tell me what this jet is here, if anyone knows. I don't have a bloody clue. Oh, my stream died a bit there. Learjet 45, maybe? Oh, yeah, I'm genuinely not a clue. It doesn't look like it. Maybe a Learjet 45. No, it looks too short to be one of those. What else you guys said? Bombardier. Yeah, what Bombardier? Bombardier models. Oh, I'm just getting physical model airplane. I'm looking at their aircraft models. Aircraft. Aircraft. Just shoot what I'm doing. I'm trying to look and see what that is. Bombardier, hello. What are you? Challenger. Looks kind of similar, but a bit too long. Challenger. This one? You shorter? No. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I was looking at there. Hello, person on top. Has F-22 been spawned in yet? Oh, yes it has. Look at that beast of an aircraft. I think it's pretty. taxiing around with its ladder down, all the flaps and missile compartments open. Because the F-22 is stealth, it keeps all its missiles like inside containy areas. I don't know exactly what to say about them. I don't know, they're just inside weapon areas, so that they can close them up and still be stealthy. I'm trying to figure out what the decals. You see, it says 94 FS on the tail. I'm pretty sure that means 94th. Yes, it says TH, really small letters underneath. 94th Flight Squadron, I think. I've just looked that up. It is located at Langley, Utis, Virginia, equipped with the F-22 Raptor. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, cool. I'm still kind of correct. In the past, they were equipped with the F-15, the F-4 Phantom, the F-106 Delta Dart. And then going even further back, they had the P-6 Hawk, the Boeing P-12, P-1 Hawk, and some other World War 1 aircraft back in 1918 all the way back to. Very old squadron. So very shortly we'll be hearing the F-22 coming to life, and the narration will be starting apparently to undeafen now. So there we go, let's listen in. Apparently they're not commentating just yet, so we'll give them a second. The airshow organisers are just shouting me every 15 seconds to undeafen for narration. But every time I do that, I am constantly undeafening, but usually they're not speaking. So I just redeafen. Who's flying the F-22? Not a clue. I could probably track it all. No, I can't. I've got to see lots of messages that would say, yeah, if they're input, so undeafen for commentary. Yeah, commentary. Okay, cool. What's in the settings tab? I'm being followed by water. Show FPS. That's cool. Markers. There is no markers. Booth. Oh, that's cool. Whee! Now I can walk. Usually with these things, you can walk through them. Yeah, like that. See, water is like, how the hell do you do that? We missed this! This is the Viking! I need to talk about the Viking before the F-22 starts. Are they doing their commentary yet? No. Okay, we can talk about the Viking. Fog? Fog is cool, I like the fog though. Shadows. Booth. Markers. Oh, there's markers. Oh, there's 1 mile markers in all the different directions. That's really cool. Like that. Right, yeah, so before the F-22 commentary officially starts, we'll talk about this little plane. This is an aircraft I have flown in IRL. In real life, this is a Viking. It's flown by the RAF Air Cadets as a elementary glider trainer. And is very epic. Property of the Royal Air Force here. So once again, they'll have the as like all the trainer aircraft I've talked about today. Trainer will sit in the back, student will sit in the front, and these can be launched in 2 ways. Either they have 2 ways of launch. Sorry, I'm having a stroke. They have 2 ways of being launched. They can either be launched via a towing aircraft, you know, just be hitched up to usually a biplane or a small single engine prop, be towed up to altitude and released, or it can be attached to a giant motor on the opposite end of a field, which is how I was launched. And they'll wire up the motor very, very quickly to get the aircraft right up to speed before it can detach and basically just be flung into the air. You should look up some footage of it happening. It's really cool if you haven't seen it already. Bloody terrifying for the person inside, me, but good fun at least. Right, the F-22 is booting up now. Booting up? So we'll listen into their commentary if they have any. Let's have a look. They do not. Anyway, about the Viking. I love the Viking. It's one of my favourites. Yeah, so once it's airborne, it's a glider, so it can't run forever. It can gain altitude. You'd think that you know, a glider, it has no engine, it can't, you know, has until it reaches the floor, which is true in a sense. But if you find something called a thermal, which is where hot air is rising, the usually where, for example, areas like runways or big areas of roads or even water, they absorb a lot of heat because they're darker colour, which makes them give off a lot more heat a lot of the time as well. My science here is a bit skimpy. Basically, hot air can rise in specific pockets, and if a glider finds one of these areas of hot air rises, so if it just glides around the hot air, it can gain altitude, which is how gliders can stay airborne for hours and hours and hours without needing to land. It's good fun. Right, commentary. Let's listen in.
Get some good stamps in the chat. Yeah, hashtag subscribe.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On our behalf of the United States Air Force's Commander in Air Combat Command, General Mike Holmes, we'd like to welcome you to our first demonstration of our 2021 season at the 2021 Cosford Airshow. I'm your virtual Roblox F-22 Raptor Superintendent, Master Sergeant Vincent Trin, callsign Average, from Portland, Oregon. As a proud member of the Air Combat Command in the 1st Fighter Wing at Joint Base Langley Eustis in Hampton, Virginia, it is my distinct pleasure to describe to you today a capability demonstration by the most technologically advanced 5th-generation fighter aircraft in the world. The F-22 Raptor's efficient air dominance, it supports our Army, Navy, and allies to quickly operate in today's flight anywhere on the globe, anytime. The pilot taking today's demonstration is Major Xavier Luis, callsign Sugar, from Houston, Texas. Formerly known as 16 Dark, Major Xavier is an experienced aerobatic proven pilot in both the F-18 and the F-22 to follow the mission of showcasing American air power, recruiting and retaining America's finest personnel into the armed forces, enhancing international and domestic relationships. Major Xavier is also the current commanding officer and flight leader of the virtual Roblox Blue Angels, which you will see the tight formations in the blue painted scheme after this demonstration. Handling our expert maintenance team, the head of crew chiefs, our team chief, Tech Sergeant Howard Moore, callsign Siphius, from Regina, Canada. Handling our media relations, community relations, and public relations program, our public affairs officer, Second Lieutenant Richard Tang, callsign Kanto, from Salt Lake City, Utah. The F-22 you will see today is fully combat capable. While we can't show you everything that makes the Raptor the most lethal fighter jet in the world, we will show you its raw power and thrust vector maneuvering capabilities that no other commemorative fighter aircraft in the world can perform. The Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor is an American single-seat, twin-engine, all-weather stealth tactical fighter aircraft built for the United States Air Force. The Raptor's first flight was in 1997. The F-22 is capable of holding 6 AIM-120 AMRAAMs and 2 AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles. In its fully internal weapons bay, it has the capability of holding up to 8 GBU-39 small-diameter bombs for air-to-ground combat. The Raptor also possesses a 20mm M61A2 Vulcan rotor cannon, which shoots an amazing 100 rounds per second. As today's demonstration begins from your left, you will see the Raptor execute a maximum power takeoff, producing 70,000 pounds of thrust from its powerful F-119 engines. The Raptor will leap off the runway at an amazing 300 feet. At a safe altitude, Major Xavier will quickly loop the aircraft, refreshing its flight path, then roll while diving straight down. So now it's time to stand up, move forward, because the show is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the most fierce and baddest aircraft in the world today, your United States Air Force's F-22 Raptor! The Raptor's flight advance controls, confined with its powerful engines, allows the F-22 to pull more than 9 times the force of gravity. Watch from the right as the Raptor demonstrates its tight turn capabilities with a minimum radius horizontal turn, then power straight into the vertical. Then watch as Major Xavier changes its direction with the amazing split S reposition. If you're gonna be stealthy, you must have a clean profile, requiring all your bombs and missiles to be carried internally. The F-22 is the first supersonic and highly maneuverable fighter in the world with a fully internal combat weapons load. Folks, if you've ever wondered where those bombs and missiles hide, here is your answer. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to dedicate this next pass to the men and women in the armed forces and their families who support them. This will be a best photo opportunity, so get those cameras ready to capture this maneuver. Now from behind and over your right shoulder, the F-22 proudly presents the dedication pass. The Raptor will now come in position to show you the control the engines can do. As the Raptor climbs up and doubles its altitude, at the top of the loop, you will see the Raptor fly one spot in the sky as its powerful F-119 engines will literally flip the aircraft through the vertical and back to level flight. From the power loop, you will see the Raptor perform the loaded roll. The F-22 Raptor has the capability of reaching speeds over 1,500 miles per hour, making it virtually untouchable without using its afterburners. Accelerating from 200 knots to 700 knots, ladies and gentlemen, prepare for thunder on the high-speed pass. Quiet down. The F-22 will now set up to perform a Hoover pitch. This maneuver is separated by an inverted tuck followed by a pitch. This will be another great opportunity to capture this maneuver of our demonstration. Ladies and gentlemen, named after the late legendary Bob Cooper, the Raptors Hoover pitch. Many jets can turn tight, many jets can roll quickly, many jets can climb fast but not immediately slide. Watch now from behind, the Raptor flies over and pulls straight into the vertical and brings its power to idle. And then under complete control, you will see the F-22 Raptor actually slide backwards. After the tail slide, the F-22 Raptor will reposition for the pedal turn. The Raptor will now reposition on our right. You will see the F-22 execute a high vertical climb. Following the vertical climb, you will see the Raptor perform the 360 flat turn, experiencing 9 times the force of gravity. Ladies and gentlemen, I once again present to you the Air Combat Command F-22 Raptor. The Raptor's slow speed characteristics are phenomenal. Watch now as Major Xavier repositions from our right, reduces the Raptor down to less than 90 knots, it pulls up on the stick and stays level. After the pass, you will feel the raw power of the jet as Major 16 Dark lights those afterburners and climbs straight into the vertical. Ladies and gentlemen, from the right, the Raptor's slow speed pass. Ladies and gentlemen, as we finalize our show, we would like to thank you for attending this wonderful demonstration. We hope you enjoyed this demonstration and the full capabilities of this combat-proven fighter, the worldwide known F-22 Raptor. It protects our skies and dominates the battle space. Anywhere on the globe, aim high, fly, fight, and win. You could follow us on Twitter and YouTube at F22RBX and virtual Roblox F22 Raptor Demo Team. On behalf of our part, thank you for your attendance at this demonstration and for the support. Once again, I'm the virtual Roblox F-22 Raptor Superintendent, Master Sergeant Vincent Trin. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for United States Air Force's virtual Roblox F-22 Raptor demonstration team.
Rule F-22, okay, bye. I'm riding on a plane. Yeah, what a show that was, to be honest. So very well done to the F-22 Raptor demo. Pat, what did you think?
It was hot.
Okay. Awesome. Right, next up we have the F-35 and then ending off the show. Sorry that we've had a few schedule changes and stuff. Obviously, things like this happen, but to be honest, we've been having a great air show nevertheless. And so we had the F-35 demo team and then the virtual Roblox Blue Angels, obviously. Probably the reason most of you came here for.
Awesome, turning off their commentary for a minute so I can come back and have a chat. That was the F-22 Raptor demo team. Absolutely. Every time there's a new performance, I always think this is my favourite. And once again, that just gave me goosebumps. Like I was back at Riyadh, oh my god, watching the real life F-22 Raptor. The way it moved, the way it swung its tail out, the way they stole it and just spun it around. Oh, I loved it. I was trying to work out throughout the performance how the hell did they do that. Jesus Christ. But I couldn't work it out. It's too cool. I just really, really loved it. Their F-22 Raptor in real life being probably one of my favourite aircraft ever. And they did a brilliant job of recreating it. I absolutely loved it. Up next is another stealth fighter aircraft. Preston's doing stuff. Good, I muted him then. Is the F-35. This aircraft, on Roblox at least, is quite unique for having a pilot that is... Oh my god. Just wait, okay. A pilot that isn't actually the Roblox avatar that we're all used to. They've actually got a... I'm not sure if it is a... what's the name of it? The new Roblox avatar style. New avatar. What's it called? I can't remember. Right, Arthro, that's it. I'm not sure if it is an actual Arthro figure or it's a mesh, but either way, it's pretty damn cool. It's really unique. I'm not entirely sure if because it is Roblox, it is quite nice having the little figures inside. But you know, I wouldn't like to see it on every aircraft. But it provides a really cool, you know, shows what else is possible in Roblox. And that's what Roviation's about, innovation, pushing the boundaries, showing what is possible. And they're certainly doing that. Now, finally, it's time to see the second to last performance of the show, the F-35. The Lightning II. You can tell this is an F-35A because it's got a growth sticking out of its left intake. That would be the gun pod. That bit at the front could swing away, revealing a giant machine gun. Oh, the F-35 appears to have completely disappeared. Also, well, maybe I'll talk about it when it comes back because it's kind of hard to talk about it if it's not there. This is, at the moment, the world's most expensive military aircraft, costing a lot by the United States, pouring crap tons into research and development. I can't talk, too tired. Pouring crap tons into research and development. You see those green lines along the side of their formation lights. They'll also be on the tail. Those are markers, so that if other aircraft are trying to form up with this plane, they can use those as reference. The radar of the aircraft is, you see the nose is slightly discoloured. That's because it's a different material. This material being able to let the radar, which is inside the nose, see. This aircraft, if you look at the tail, it comes from 421 Flying Squadron. Waiting for it to start up, so I'm just everything I know. Fully animated canopies we see. Those white markings on the top of the roof, effectively, of the aircraft. That is the mid-air refueling point, so the tank aircraft would bring down its boom and attach it into that point of the aircraft there to give it fuel. Oh, for God's sake. NT, sod off. To give it fuel. Anything else to say about it? Yeah, I'm not sure you can tell it's an F-35A and not a B or C. There's an F-35B would have a just behind the cockpit where the lift fan is, the hover lift fan, which for F-35Bs when they want to go into hover mode, they can flip up. And that fan is not present on the F-35A. There is no lump. And finally, F-35Cs have larger front landing gear with 2 tires instead of 1. They also have larger wings with a line going down the middle of it, which can fold up. There's a pressure hook on the gear, but you wouldn't be able to see that. Some, I think it's Dutch, it is. They operate F-35s as a lump near the well, on top, would be the drag chute. But that's really, really rare, and only on very, very 35 models. Right, let's get into the F-35 comment.
Capabilities allow F-35 pilots to penetrate the most hostile areas of the world. This is a superior advantage. The F-35 gives the United States Air Force the power to dominate the skies anytime, anywhere, designed to provide the pilot with unsurpassed situational awareness, positive identification, and precision strike capabilities. The F-35 is the future of Air Force aviation. Now, you will see everything that makes the F-35A Lightning II the most technologically advanced fighter jet aircraft in the world. You witness its raw power. Today's flight begins from Major 43,000 pounds of thrust being produced by the winning F-135 engine, the most powerful fighter engine ever built, virtually lifting the F-35 in an amazing 15. Then walked as the F-35 powered straight into the bird, executes a half-cubining at a stunning 50 degrees angle of attack, a first of its kind maneuver unique to the F-35 demo team. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to stand and get your cameras ready. I present to you the newest and most technologically advanced 5th generation stealth aircraft in the world, United States Air Force F-35A Lightning II. In order to remain coherent, you must maintain a clean profile by carrying your bombs and missiles internally. Internal capacity of over 6,000 pounds. The F-35A is the most lethal multi-role fighter jet in the world. If you have ever where the bombs and missiles are kept, here's your answer. Times the speed of sound, which equates to 1,200 miles per hour today. We will showcase the fraction of this engine's capability. Watch now as Captain Tactical accelerates to just below the speed of sound, covering 3 football fields per second. If that wasn't impressive enough, he will then pull back on the stick and catapult the Lightning II from 300 feet to over 3 miles. In a dogfight, combat maneuverability is crucial. The Lightning's used advanced flight controls can be powered. Combined with its powerful engine gives the F-35 an impressive 1,500-foot turn radius. As Captain Tactical approaches, he will light the afterburner and bank sharply, pressing him into the seat at 9 times the force of gravity. After completing the turn, the F-35 will power straight up into a vertical and quickly change direction, flipping end over end in a maneuver we call the lightning loop. And now, from the left, it's the Lightning II's combat radius turn. Preparation for the dedication pass, Captain Tactical and the rest of the F-35 demonstration team from the 308th Air Wing wish to dedicate this pass to the men and women of all branches of the armed forces and their families who are so bravely fighting today's joint fight. We would like to remember all of our wounded warriors and veterans in attendance and those who have given their lives defending this great nation. This should be your best photo opportunity, so be ready. And out from over your shoulder, the F-35 demonstration team proudly presents the dedication pass. Captain Tactical will now demonstrate the F-35 crisp agility and handling. Notice, as he makes his approach, he is in the inverted position. As shows, he will complete a 360-degree roll and finish the pass inverted. Coming in from the right, Captain Tactical in the inverted pass. The F-35 possesses the incredible ability to point its nose at will in a dogfight. Watch closely as the jet climbs more than a mile to the vertical and completes the lightning loop. And then with complete control and without thrust vectoring, Captain Tactical will execute a 360-degree flat turn. Ladies and gentlemen, coming from your left is Major Tactical in the lightning pedal turn. square
guys.
loop.
Sorry about the noise.
Any fighter can do a loop, but few can execute one, like the F-35.
So
The
loud.
square loop begins as Captain Tactical passes so center and executes a 7G pull to the vertical and climbs to 3,000 feet. He will then execute at each point of the loop a 90-degree pull until he reaches the ground. The ability to maintain.
But yeah, all the sound is coming from
Maintains
the
the
game. My
crucial
game sound is at minimum volume, so like, I'm sorry, I can't. I would go into my application stuff to mess with it, but that's as low as it can go. If you're in game, that's literally minimum volume. It's obnoxiously loud. I love it. Just like a real air show, to be fair. You feel it in your chest. It's brilliant. Reminder for all of you that up next is the virtual Roblox Blue Angels, and that'll be the last performance of the evening.
Coming in from your right, the ability to maintain slow speed flight is crucial in combat. The potent combination of sophisticated flight controls coupled with the most powerful fighter engine ever built make it possible to reduce the F-35's speed to less than 100 knots. Just as he approaches so center, you will hear and feel the raw power as he lights the afterburner and accelerates the aircraft into a near vertical climb. As the most technologically advanced fighter aircraft in the world, the F-35 gives our pilots the distinct advantage to outmaneuver opponents as Captain Tactical approaches so center. He will complete more than 135 degrees of change in 3 seconds, sliding the tail of the F-35 through the turn and then powerfully climb out of the maneuver. And in honor of the first F-35 demonstration, his commander, Andrew Dojo Olsen, and designer of this movie, Airshow for what we call the Dojo Drift. We hope you enjoyed today's brief display of only a fraction of the F-35's full combat capability. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out today, watching our F-35 perform the demo. As he lands, we invite you to join our team or invite you to join our Discord. We appreciate the support, and we thank the organizers for having us today, and the hosts for hosting us. We appreciate NT, Preston. Even though there's not too many people left in the VC, we appreciate each and every one of you for being
here. Okay, perfect. So that was the final solo display team. Well, not including Foul, but of course, part of the Virtual Roblox Blue Angels. That was the F-35 Lightning II display team. Another absolutely phenomenal display, and one of the probably the most expensive aircraft in real life that would be performing here today, here at Cosford. Up next is the long-awaited Virtual Roblox Blue Angels. They'll be starting off their performance as usual with their Fat Albert C-130 medium lift cargo, or heavy lift, medium lift cargo aircraft. And then finally we'll have their 6 FA-18 Hornets taking to the skies. Before that though, oh, the crowd appears to be marching over. Well, actually, is the Blue Angels? I can't tell. We've already looked at every single booth and aircraft here, apart from the one and only Concorde. Concorde is the last aircraft that we've yet to check out in terms of static displays. And I'm not exactly sure who built it, but it is a British Airways sporting its very retro livery. But I'm not sure when this livery was last used. Speedbird would be the one to talk to about the Concorde. He's the absolute nerd behind it. The shaping, detail, and just the landing gear alone is something that's really, really incredible. They've got the Rolls-Royce stickers, showing that it is an Olympus engine. Wow, Jesus, they've actually done a really good job here. Look at that, even the turbine. Wow, yeah, absolutely phenomenal. I'm liking this. If we look at the inside, it is of course stripped of all the seats for lag purposes, I assume. Oh, it does have, this is a real thing on the Concorde, it shows you altitude and what Mach you're going, because it is of course a supersonic airliner. It's got a fully, well not maybe fully, it's got a detailed cockpit set with rooftop switches and yokes, even the engineer panel. Fun fact in the real life Concorde, because the Concorde went so fast, it would actually stretch and it would like grow when flying. And this is one, so it had to have a couple of like stretch points on board the aircraft, especially placed points where they knew when they designed the aircraft would stretch, and these are the points designed in the aircraft to allow it to do so. And one of these points was between the engineer panel and the wall of the cabin itself, just in there, well, the wall is disappearing. And so it was tradition. I'm gonna get a shot of him. Nicely done. There we go. And so it was tradition on the last flight of the Concorde for the flight engineer, before the aircraft shrunk back down to its usual size, to stick his hat between the flight control or the engineer panel and the wall. So on lots of old Concordes, you'll see a hat wedged in between that gap there. There's a bit of tradition. I wonder if I can get a picture of it. Concorde engineer hat. Yeah, there's a good picture of it. Open image in new tab. There you go. They'd wedge it between the wall and the thing. And of course, once seeing as that Concorde's never flying again, you're gonna have some serious issues getting that hat back out without doing something forceful. The roadblocks being super glitchy, they are of course having some issues getting the F-18 spawned. They are very, very, very complex jets. And this is kind of a laggy game. There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of booths and static aircraft. So it's it's to be expected, to be honest. So we'll just wait for them to sort it out, and then there'll be the last performance of the day. They will once again have commentary. And yeah, I'd like to remind everyone that this is not a proper scheduled live stream. There's been no planning gone into it. I just kind of did it when the actual dedicated live streamer for this air show pulled out. I just kind of stepped in to be nice. So yeah, this is not proper. This is why it's unlisted, etc. Oh. And because Roblox is so glitchy, don't be too disappointed if they do cancel their performance. It's quite a regular thing to happen in Roblox. Look at the big flag popping out the top as it pops back in. Roblox is glitchy and you can't always fix all the issues in time. As much planning as goes into things, exploiters and other issues always tend to pop up last minute. Yeah, to be expected. It's the same as regular air shows. There's always cancellations and rearrangements, and there's just nothing that can really be done. Oh, well, that's not good. That's fun. So we've looked at all the aircraft and booths now here at RF Coningsby. We look at some of the buildings. I haven't actually had a look over here. What's in here? I assume it's just background dressing. Yeah. This looks pretty good though. Let's look at the air show base from the air. See it from the pilot's perspective. How many static aircraft are on display? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 approximate aircraft are on static display here. It's a really good number. And being a massive military enthusiast, a lot of air shows in Roblox, or a lot of just the aviation community is dedicated to commercial. So seeing all these military aircraft is something I'm absolutely loving. I did have some serious issues trying to identify 2 of the especially that one. I still don't know what it is. Of the commercial aircraft, or private in that case. Yeah, I love seeing military. It's good. Right, let's get chat. Patron, do you want some of the photos I'm taking of the show? Yes, of course. I always want to see all your pictures. That sounds brilliant. Preston says, yo, sorry for the delays, Pat, and VRB edges are dying. Yeah, it's fine. I can talk about other stuff. Yeah, they are dying a bit, aren't they? Jesus Christ. I was talking about it's a regular thing. Roblox is glitchy, and these are complex jets. It's to be expected. Even if they cancel, I guess it makes the thing more realistic. The amount of cancellations to get you with real life air shows. The air shows run flawlessly. Phenomenal. What else? And yeah, some of the rarer aircraft. The Merlin, you don't tend to see that at many air shows. In real life, you do, of course, but I haven't seen that at any Roblox air shows, so that's really cool to see here. In real life, I've never seen the F4 Blue Angel. Really, really cool to see. That's rare in Roblox air shows and real life. I'm not sure if that's actually. Do they have any F4s that are still painted as Blue Angels? I assume they do somewhere. Let me look it up. Do they have any museum? F4 Blue Angels Museum. Yeah, they do. I'm not sure if they are though. Anyway, that's really cool. The Vulcan, of course, you never see that at any modern day air shows. There's a couple static as Gate Guardians and museums. XM603, of course, being the only Vulcan in real life to be painted in anti-flash white. Well, at the moment at least, to this day. So it's cool that they've. Sam is the one who built the Vulcan, this model, and he is a huge Vulcan buff, raising lots and lots of money for the Vulcan Charitable Trust. Not Vulcan Charitable Trust. A Vulcan charity, I can't exactly remember the exact name of it. The Vulcan charity down at Southend. Preston's being a naughty boy. So it's really phenomenal seeing his aircraft here. A lot of you will know Sam very well, or at least his work with PTFS. Taking it now to the modern day fighters, the Typhoon, the F-22 and the F-18. Really common at modern day air shows, of course, especially the Typhoon and the F-18, especially in European air shows. Really cool seeing them here in Roblox recreated really pretty flawlessly. And then of course there's the big boy, the F-22. It usually doesn't come over to Europe that often. I think the last time it did so was in 2017, where I got to see it at Riat. Seeing its performance here today at RF Cosford really did remind me of its performance at Riat. It's really cool to see. Almost gave me goosebumps seeing its tail swing out. Don't know how they did that. It's really cool. I love it. Then, of course, we had the Apache and F-16 joint display. They both did a performance. Did 2 solo displays linking up for a formation. Really phenomenal to see. And such a unique colour scheme on the Apache. Absolutely phenomenal to see. And something I really want to see in real life really badly. But they recreated it really faithfully and really good job. Can we get thanks to Pat for streaming? Yes, everyone thank Pat for streaming. Woo! Give me clout. Cheers, Auntie. Thanks, baby. Preston says, I wish Riat was put back on. If festivals can, then airshows should be able to. I think airshows require so much planning. And it's already cancelled. It's not going on this year. Because they require so much advanced planning. And, if they weren't sure, they're arranging things like a year in advance to get these. I think the Eurofighter Typhoon costs £102 million for each Typhoon. Every aircraft is stupidly expensive, and some of them are stupid rare. And to get them all the way over to the UK for just an air show. Especially with Riat, a lot of the aircraft, a lot of the Middle Eastern ones especially, are painted specially for Riat. They'll have for example, C-130s will have custom tail graphics saying Riat, in the year. So it requires such a huge amount of planning, and if they're just not sure, even a year in advance, it's likely that they won't go ahead. Because RIATS especially is run by the RAF Charitable Trust as basically a fundraiser, and they do not have the money to throw about. I don't know what entity's talking about. They don't have the money to throw about to reschedule things over and over again, as maybe other air shows have. That sounds like the FA-18 Hornets of the Blue Angels are powering up. They're all in line and ready to begin their display. So, very shortly I'll hand over to the Blue Angels comms. I'll do a quick read of my DMs as Klaus is checking me to check. And we will get ready for the most anticipated team here at RF Cosford. Certainly the largest team. It is the Virtual Roblox Blue Angels. Now let's go over to their commentary now.
Gaff, try now. Hi Pat stream. Lovely weather we're having, don't you think? I'm gonna Pat.
It appears the commentary isn't quite live yet, so we've got Preston. It could be worse, Jesus Christ, stop it.
They've not started yet.
So yeah, I guess the commentary isn't started yet, still powering for doing their checks. There's a lot of noise. I'm actually going to turn down my game, because a lot of these afterburners have been stupid noisy. And once again we've got the, there you go, it's a bit nicer. Once again, the sound of 6 F-18s powering up, plus 4 engines of Albert, and these turboprops. Bloody noisy.
Gaff, you can speak, by the way, whenever you're ready.
Sounds like they're about to begin their commentary.
Yeah. Hello, Gaff.
So I'll go quiet. Well, how's it got louder again? What is going on? Sound. At volume. It's still the same volume I left it. It just got louder. Jesus Christ.
You've been unmuted. Or 20.
Alright, Fat Albert is now rolling. You can see one of the crew chiefs sticking up out the top hatch, waving the US flag. Very fancy. Dark says, do you like my dancing? No. There we go.
Gaff, you shouldn't have to use push to talk. I disabled it for you. Oh, it should have disabled it.
You'd have to leave and rejoin.
Right, here we are. Okay, right, yeah,
Wait,
Gaff, you should be good.
No, my mic isn't on. Discord.
Alright, perfect.
There's Gaff, I'm going to turn him down.
Okay,
Bloody
it's all
noisy
yours,
once again.
Gaff, whenever you're ready. VRBA time. Yay! I'm going to ping, so if you get pinged.
Now here it is, the
yay,
virtual
VRBA.
Roblox Blue Angels. I'm going to mute myself now, so you can listen to their proper, rehearsed commentary.
Hey Pat, can you do another VR video, please? Thank you.
NT, keep it to his server suggestions channel.
I actually did try and do this in VR, but it just wouldn't work.
Yo, that was
POV.
sick.
POV, Cosford Airshow and Roblox.
Might try again tomorrow.
Do Row Aviation podcast with me, Pog.
It seems we have a little bit technical difficulties. My computer monitor just turned off and it won't turn back on.
Gonna have to do it from memory.
POV, POV. So, Pat can just do the VRLA narration for it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Patron, and I'm Red 10 of the virtual Roblox Red Arrows.
Keep it going, keep it going.
I don't remember it all from heart.
Flying Red 9 was Preston, who's the only good pilot in the team, and the strives for realism. But Fatman KB didn't want realism.
If you go to
So
the runway now, you'll be able to see all 9 aircraft lined up and ready for takeoff.
20.2.
But before then, I'll tell you a little about the team.
Pat, 20.2. Try speak. I've started it. You can speak now, bud.
There we go, there's the hot jet. Stop playing tic-tac-toe with me, you bum licker! Go away. Every time I do, you have to reset my display. You cock. There, I'm just gonna sit here and just hope they do something in the near future, maybe. I'm sleepy. I haven't had my dinner yet. It's like I've literally been sat here streaming this for the last 3 hours or so, and I'm really hungry. So if they don't take off soon, I might have to just go and eat because I'm slowly starving to death. Is there commentary ready yet?
Display.
Yes, cool.
To the right of the runway, you will see
no,
four.
That's not the right commentary. That's Preston being silly. That's not Gaff. Unless he's doing it. Let's have a look.
Give it up for the virtual Roblox Red Arrow.
No, that's Red Arrow's commentary. Okay, I got muted for doing the Red Arrow's commentary, but he can do it. Okay, sure. This is me. God, I'm so hungry. How are you guys in chat? I haven't talked to chat in a little while because I've been trying to sort out stuff. I've closed my chat bags and I can't get it open. Where is it? I've lost my chat. Am I even live anymore? I don't know if I'm live anymore. Hello? No, I'm live. God, what am I doing? This is such a mess. Edit video. Okay, well, the chat is being temperamental now. That's good. Mess. Edit video. Oh God, I can hear myself. I don't like that. I don't like being able to hear myself. If I can hear myself, something's gone horribly, horribly wrong. Let's hit the go live button. There we go, right. I heard the basically Patronimo video. Yeah, that's because I was trying to get the thing back up. Yes, you are live. Cool, that's good. I'm genuinely worried there. Because I accidentally closed my my streaming screen. Oh my god, chat is alive again. I've been... Alright, let's look through chat. Check your DMs. Do you like my dancing? Assume that's you dancing down there, one of you two. Sure, looks hot. It's Roblox dancing. I switched to this account to say thanks for the comments on our booth. If you click the elite, you do actually get info. That's awesome. Thank you, Virtual Roblox Scampton Operations. I'm actually going to do that now while we're sat here waiting around. I'm dead on the floor. That's fun. Is he alright? He's just vibing. It's Viper! Viper's chasing me. I'm scared. Viper's chasing me. I'm scared. Let's go look. Does it work? Yes, it does. Oh, that's sick! Cool. That's awesome. Viper, go away, you're scary. He's got a sausage roll. I've got a sausage roll. Oh, that's sick. Brilliant. Welcome to the United Kingdom, ladies and gentlemen. What else is in chat? Garrett. Viper started the Garrett chain. Good. Fat Albert. Yes, I agree with you. How do you say that? Noigan? Sure. Good enough. Is the show tomorrow, Patron? Yes, there is a part 2 of this show tomorrow, which I will also be trying to live stream, probably for streaming Sunday. So you guys can come join me, watch virtual Roblox Lego planes fly around in circles for a bit. That'll be fun. Fat Albert is just waiting for comms. Okay. As soon as it starts rolling, I'll switch back to their commentary. Because there is just Preston being a tit. So we'll wait that out. It may say we use gay studios. Oh no, I updated it. Yeah, I much prefer Turbo Fusion. What do you want, Viper? Sausage roll. Okay. Typhoon says Greg's sausage roll. Oh, they're the best sausage rolls. I miss Greg's. I haven't been to Greg's in ages. Viper, can I help you? No, cool. I'm gonna hide and board this Black Cat's links. I can't hide. Okay, that's fine. I saw a load of people on top of this roof. Is there a way to jump onto it without using admin? Yes, there is. Cool. I'm just gonna stand up here. Or on the tail, or on the back of the plane. That'd be cool. Oh yes, perfect. That's what I want. Nice. Right, this is our commentary. Never mind. Come on. Nice. Whee! Cool, perfect. Right, this is my commentary position until I get knocked off by Viper being a tit. Hi Viper! How do I hit? Slashy, wave. Hi Viper! Right. Back to this. Should we give their commentary a listen, see if they are ready? Oh, it sounds like engines are doing things. What time will it be in GMT? I don't know. If you join the Cosford Airshow Discord channel, I'll put it in the description whilst we're watching this display. I need to switch over to their commentary because they're rolling. Bye guys! See you in a sec. Never mind, I can't actually listen to their commentary because they're using copyrighted music, so I'm going to do my own commentary. This is Fat Albert. Jesus Christ. I can listen to commentary, copyrighted music. If it's a bot, I can mute, then I can...
The runway, watching the jet.
La 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 la, don't listen to it, don't listen to it, don't listen to it. This is a cover. I'm joining in on the song, so it's legally a cover. Okay, cool. None of me. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, so I can't listen to that. Right, there's Fat Albert. What a pretty plane. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm really tired, I'm really hungry. Preston's in chat. Preston! They're playing copyrighted music. I can't listen to the commentary, so I'm just going to stare at the plane instead and sing. No, not sing, because that's also copyrighted. Oh god, I'm so hungry. Let me leave! Stop extending the fucking air show! This has been going on for what is it? How long? Over 3 hours, you cock. Stop extending it. I thought this would be like a fucking, like a 1 hour long little thing, but it's not. Okay, Preston's move me. Hi Preston! Wait. Hi Preston!
Hi, one Patronimo.
Hello.
Okay, so I will be guiding you through the Fat Albert display here.
Will you?
At
Okay.
Royal Air Force Cosford.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited.
To the right of the runway.
You see a
Fat
plane?
Fiona will come in.
Fat Fiona. Okay.
Propellers are blazing. As he goes down the runway. Ready to perform. The parade pass.
Why is it called the parade pass?
With his big yellow beak shining at the front. Give him an applause in chat.
The game's so laggy, it's really hard to track them because they just keep teleporting off.
Woo! Yeah!
Yeah.
Kickstand my hand and you know.
Oh, I will
wait,
be
I can't say
providing the music for you. Whoa! Yeah!
that. No! Deafening. Well, now that he's gone again.
Fiona comes
yeah.
round. He wasn't fine.
Wait, Preston.
Yeah.
If we ever get like something like the Blue Angels have with their Fat Albert, can we call it Fat Fiona?
Yes. Okay. Now as Fat Fiona brings it round, sharp to the right. Once again, propellers are ablazing. He will come in. The flag flying higher than my mum, who is very high right.
I've decided to ignore that commentary because it's just stupid. Fuck you, Preston. How do I unban the VRA account? What? Why is the VRA account banned? Did you ban the VRA account? That's a fucking meme. I love it. 5 you tit. Someone else, can you ask Preston to unban me? That's not really up to me. I'm not a moderator. That's their decision. I can't really do that. Fat Albert. Wee. Wee. Look at it. It's so pretty. Let's see if Preston's still going. Is he? Hello? Is he alive? Are you alive? Hello?
Yes. Now coming in from the right, Fat Fiona.
Oh my god.
Once again, propellers are blazing. Dedicating this to Fat Patronimo,
Yay.
who fought in the United States Marine Corps for 67 years, died 7 times, and used his reboot card all 7 different times from Tilted Towers, Loot Lake, and everybody's favourite, Lazy Lagoon. I don't know the Fortnite locations. Coming in now, Fat Fiona will head in from the front. This is when the pilot would normally hold his breath for a very long time, preparing to scream out the name of the aircraft. Because the narrator got kicked off by Mother Gaff, I will be recreating this famous piece of speech in my very own British accent. Ladies and gentlemen, get those eyes forwards like you're watching a bit of the naughty on your iPad. Make sure the doors are locked because this is about to scream. Everybody subscribe to the channel. I'd say if this was on Twitch, get those Twitch primes rolling, but this is not on Twitch. From the front.
Preston, you're
Fiona. Now just look at that backside.
I can't with your commentary, Preston.
In 7 different locations across the United
Like you're
States.
watching the naughties on your
And
iPad.
shut the fuck up. In 7 different locations across the states, Fat Fiona has crashed and died. Oh yeah! Oh!
What the fuck is going on?
Father Preston's asked me to come off. Yeah!
Tell him you're hosting an epic air show.
I would do, but I kind of need
Will he
some
bully you?
Yes. Okay, I'll just end this up. Due to the VRBA not being prepared properly, I will have to leave. Thank you for watching the amazing Fat Fiona, along with the narration done by your very own one Preston email.
Preston, why did your air show get so delayed? It's been 3 fucking hours.
I'll tell you why. Step 1, Kurdish Aviator delayed.
Kurdish, yeah.
Step 2, Buccaneers had a whitelist problem. Step 3,
Yeah, but the
NPR
air shows are longer than
30.
10 minutes. Like, the F-32 alone was like 20 minutes. It just doesn't fit in your schedule. You didn't let them.
The
allot them.
F-35 lasted longer than
The
they said it was-
F-35
like,
so long.
F-35 were like, yeah.
F-35 lasted longer than the entire air show.
F-35 said
It was a
that they'd
good
be 10
display, but
minutes.
Jesus Christ, it took ages.
They said it was going to be 10 minutes long. They lied, Pat.
Lol.
Timed free.
To put a thank you to everybody watching the show,
Hey, Pat.
I will now leave and leave you all in peace. Make sure to subscribe to the Virtual Roadblocks Typhoon Display Team on YouTube,
Pat.
One Patronimo on YouTube.
I've decided to mute him because he was advertising. He's been banned. Right, it looks like it's now going to be coming in for a combat landing. It's geared down, it's up very high. It would now lose a lot of altitude very quickly, so that it's in, you know, low. Basically just wants to make it really hard for people to shoot the plane. So it's a combat landing. Fun fact. God, I'm starving. There it goes, tipping down, trying to lose as much altitude and make as quick a landing as possible. Assault landing. Okay, cheers. Whee! And butter. There we go. Go on, my son. Fat Albert. Or Fat Fiona, sorry. There we go. Very nicely done. Once again, they do have official commentary, but I can't listen in because they're playing... all the American display teams have copyrighted music. It's a bitch. I don't like it. So yeah, fun facts. There we go. You see the one of the engineers or crew chiefs or whatever they call it, the Blue Angels, have stuck in their head up through the front hatch. They're now waving the US flag, being very patriotic. The Americans always overdo it. So yeah, they're waving their big flag around. Meanwhile, if you look over the 6 aircraft of the display team itself, they are getting ready to begin their performance. Well, let's see Fat Albert blow past. There we go, that's a nice shot for you guys. Big Mac is shouting at me to look at the tail of the 737. Alright, mate. Where are you? There you go, buddy. You're right. Using this JTSD flight suit. Nicely done. And I've been... Oh, someone knocked me off! This is so sad. He's trying to feed me a sausage roll. That's depressing. Here comes Fat Albert rolling back in. After a absolutely stunning display. Yay! Tired now, it's getting on for 11 o'clock UK time. Airshow's taking bloody ages. I think Preston, one of the Airshow guys, actually just left because his dad told him to get off. That's hilarious. Face reveal at 5k. Maybe, but probably not. I'm saving it. Saving my beautiful face. Oh, we'll show it off, just not yet. It's not time. The time is not right. I'll probably unveil it accidentally when screwing around with live streams. Yeah, probably. Watch this space when I accidentally unveil it. Have I shown my face before in like VRA? A lot of VRA team members have seen my face, yeah. But they can't share. Because that's a dick move. And, you know, no one takes any screenshots of their way, because once again, it's a dick move. So yeah, now that Fat Albert is powering down, he's already lost engine 1. Sounds to me like the Blue Angels are about to power up. Right. Make a show called Cooking with Big Mac. Maybe one day, maybe. Engine 4 is just turned off. The way engines are normally named, I assume it's the same as the Fat Albert, is far left is engine 1, far right is engine 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. In that order. If I'm wrong and I've got the order wrong, someone please tell me. Otherwise I've messed up. Right, there the cockpits or canopies of the Blue Angels going down. And they'll be about to perform any second now. They are testing there. Giving their nose gear a quick test. I assume will their rudders be moving as well? No, not yet. Yeah, there's their control surfaces jittering into life. the way that the form up in real life, I saw a little short documentary thing, is that when they're flying up close to each other, they're trying to line up the that blue line thing there with where it says F-18 Hornet. I don't think these jets are exactly to scale, but they're trying to line it up so that it's just in front of the wing, they're looking through there, and I think it cuts off F-18, or I think maybe, yeah, it cuts off Boeing, I think it is, that's so loud. And then tuck in so that, yeah, it's not exactly to scale, so that, yeah, it'll be like that, pretty much exactly that, and that's how they form up, and that's where their canopy. Yeah, it's pretty close, because their cockpit's actually just underneath the wingtip. This is about that. There you go, and then it'll be lined up. It's so loud, I'm going to get away a little bit. Get a nice, unique view. So yeah, that's how they form up usually. And there they are. They are finally taxiing. This is probably the most awaited performance here at Cosford. The virtual roadblocks Blue Angels. Question is, how do you feel that you've created a cult of your PFP? I think it's hilarious, to be honest. If I see you've got a Patron PFP in my Discord server, and they literally get perks just for having a Patron PFP, I'll give them early access to some stuff. Not as good as the boosters, but, you know, decent perks. Alright, let's lose altitude and get some cool cam angles. Once again, they have their, this is a couple, you know, I've said it a couple of times before, but they have their own commentary. I'm just ignoring it because it's copyrighted music, because Americans love music in their performances. There they are, rattling down the taxiway. This will be the last performance here today at RF Cosford. We've seen lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of different performances. I think for me the highlights were the Black Cats, the F-22 display team, the GTSD. I think every single performance was a highlight in itself. The Typhoon, of course, that was my commentary. We had, what else do we have? I was just thinking about the F-35. We just had Fat Albert a second ago. Did I say GTSD? I think we said GTSD. The Black Cats was one I haven't ever seen before, so that was probably one of my favourites. Just because it's, you know, it's just so unique. It's helicopters doing pretty accurate manoeuvres and brakes. So that was a real good treat to see. Right. The Blue Angels are now lined up and ready for takeoff. So I'll resume my position over at the crowd line. I'm prepared to begin the show. And yeah, as a general rule of thumb for anyone that's filming air displays, always try and view from the centre of the crowd line. It's just where most displays are made to be viewed from. And so they'll just be, you have a much better viewing experience from there. So now I've done my little panoramic shot. They always take ages to take off, every display team does. So now I'll just fly myself back over. Right, let's go. Go on, Blues, do your thing. You see, those are the 4 aircraft of, I'm not sure what the, oh wow, look at that. I'm not exactly what the 4 jets are called at the front, but they've got the 2 solos just waiting right behind for their turn. They'll be taking off just behind. The solos are the ones that fly opposition maneuvers, not closer. They do some, yeah, solo stuff. Solo stuff, yeah, thank you, Brain. There we go. And Blue Angels 1, 2, 3, and 4 are airborne. Ready to start their section of the display. Now, meanwhile, if we look back and see the solos, they are rolling now, I think. Well, one of them's rolling at least. Never mind, none of them are rolling at least. Oh dear. Let's go back to the others and look at them instead. Where are they? Maybe it was best we didn't look at them either. Oh dear. Do you think VRBC could ally with VRA? They're very good for how recent they are. Very good first impressions. I really love the Black Cats. I'm just going to talk about other display teams while we look at this display team. I really, really love them. They did a phenomenal job. And yeah, that'd be interesting. Once again, we can't. VRA can't just ally with any team that we think it looks good. We have to do some, background checks and look at one of their displays in person. Not just see the display, but to get a sense of their team atmosphere, etc. And if they're being racist, then we might have issues because we can't, have any unnecessary controversy appearing out of thin air. Right, how are they doing? They're airborne! Way, nicely done. Oh no, he's not. He's back on the ground. Right. There's only 2 jets there. So I wonder where the other ones are. The Blue Angels are quite unique in the fact that they can do formation loops because they've got a quite unique plane system. The VRA are slowly editing that into their own routine, but it's really quite tricky to master. And the Blue Angels have done a phenomenal job of doing it at this stage, and they did it first. A lot of solo teams can manage it quite easily because there's not a lot of them. But when you go over the peak of loops with Turbo Fusion, it has a habit of yawing you off to the side unexpectedly. So it's quite annoying. Speedbird asks, when's mod applications? I don't have any mod applications. The head moderator is half Patronimo. So I guess talk to him if you want to be a mod. And answering some DMs at the same time. Right, Blue Angels, are they landing? No. Well, they might be. Oh dear. I think they've had one too many technical difficulties, and they may have had to cut their performance short. Yeah, okay. They're cancelling their display here at Cosford today. The lag is a bit too severe. Well, we had how many performances today? I think every single one went ahead flawlessly, other than the last one. It was really, really cool to see. Such a wide variety of teams. We had the Jet Thrust Stunt Division. That was first. I did start streaming kind of halfway through their performance because the actual live streamer for this event was having issues, so I took over. Then we had the Typhoon display team with my commentary. The F-15 was the other display team that got cancelled today. Then we had the Netherlands display team, the Royal Netherlands display team, featuring their F-16 and their Apache in their signature black, grey, orange and white colour scheme. Then we had the Blackburn Buccaneer. No, we didn't. We had the Black Cats next, didn't we? Because the schedule was a bit off. And that was one of my definite favourite performances. Then we had the Buccaneers doing. They've got a display that I've seen it a couple of times before. Really, really, it's just the uniqueness of their aircraft is what's special there. Because it's a historic jet fighter. I think it's just really sick, to be honest. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit, if you may have noticed. Then we have the F-22, which I think they've got the most dynamic solo display. The way their jet moves. Especially, there's one stall maneuver, where they stall and like corkscrew towards the ground. Oh, that's my desktop. What can I show? You can look at my desktop, fuck it, why not? Jesus, stream has died. Oh, I can go to the Lex Talk screen. I literally have a Lex Talk screen here. Look at this. This is OBS. I can do this. Where is it? Let's talk. Just chatting. There we go. Whee! Great. So yeah, then we had the F-22. Yeah, super dynamic. The way their aircraft moves it literally looks like it's cutting through the air, like a really realistic aircraft. And as someone who's seen the F-22 display team before, it literally gave me goosebumps at once or twice, just how realistic it looks, combined with the sound and the wingtip vortices, and just the water vapor coming off the aircraft. It just looks incredible, and I really, really enjoyed it. What was after? Then we had the F-35. Once again, it's probably not the most unique display. I feel like everything they had kind of we'd already seen by many of the teams, but they just kind of packaged it in like. Oh no, they did have. I think the most interesting thing for me is they had a Arthro pilot inside, which means either they're operating it remotely or they had a pilot tucked away inside or invisible or something along those lines. They probably had an invisible pilot sat inside. But yeah, the fact that I didn't know made it really interesting. It was quite interesting to try and work out how they did that. I really, really just like seeing that. And then finally we had the Blue Angels. They had their Fat Albert go through flawlessly. Fat Albert's always a treat to see, and there's nothing that can really go wrong with a large aircraft. So it's good that the Blue Angels have a relatively low risk section because their jets are so complex. They're F-18s. There's too many parts. No, not too many, but there's so many parts. And even just the pilots, they're probably the biggest thing that can go wrong when a pilot doesn't turn up, or they're not 100% trained, or they just simply make a mistake. And I guess that's kind of what we saw today. There was too much lag. Pilots, well, they're in the United States, and I assume the server's being hosted in the United Kingdom, being Cosford. So it's really quite understandable that they were having lag issues, having to try and connect across the Atlantic Ocean. Anyway, does anyone have any questions? I can answer a couple of questions before I head off. I haven't actually eaten my dinner yet, and it's at 11 o'clock at night. Because I was about to eat it just when the display started. I've been going for 3.5 hours. I'm very sleepy. I'm going to go now. If anyone has any questions, throw them my way before I head off. That was Cosford Airshow. I'll be back for day 2 tomorrow. This will be a proper live stream. What's for dinner? Not a bloody clue. I haven't seen. I find out, I guess. I might have to make it myself, to be honest, if there's nothing around. Or order something. I can't really be asked to cook. Or there might be something that parents have left over. You never know. I guess we'll find out. The F-35 Arthro was rigged up. What do you mean by rigged up? I'm going to undeafen. Hi, NT. NT? Oh, fuck. Text-to-speech is on. There you go. Hello? NT? NT's dead. Okay. Yes, hello. Yeah, I was just asking, what is rigged up with Arthur, I mean? Oh, really? That's sick. Jesus, that's really, really cool. Wow, Jesus. The game was a bit laggy in that respect. Like, trying to track the jets was really hard. So that was hard to... So where was the pilot for the jet? Was he invisible inside, or was he... Okay, I just thought he might be doing it remotely. Wasn't entirely sure. On its own, without the technologically, that's phenomenal. I don't think the maneuvers with the F-35, there's not really a huge amount you can do with it, because it's not a hover. It's not the F-35B or the C. I think the F-35B would be the most interesting, but they don't have that. They're using F-35A, which is just it might as well be an F-16 or a Typhoon, or it could be any other aircraft, a Buccaneer even. And you could still do the same maneuvers, really. Maybe not quite as high energy, but similar. Yeah, that's fair. I'll look back through my stream, and if not, I'll go on their Discord server and have a look if they're showing it off. But yeah, that is that. I think that's everything. If anyone else has any questions, of course, put it in chat. You're not going for dinner, you're going to Edinburgh. Thanks, Tofu. Great. Fair enough. Dev says turn off booths tomorrow, maybe when tracking jets. I'd give it a go. But I think it looks really cool with the backdrop. And a lot of the time I casually refer to things and like look down at the jets or the booths to reference it. So my PC is pretty good. I doubt it's my PC. My internet's really good as well. So I assume it's server lag. Because there's a lot of people in game. Roblox can't always cope. Also, good news for everyone on my stream. Because I got quite a lot of money in terms of YouTube donations, I have finally bought a new microphone. So that'll be turning up in the next couple of days. Yeah, I've turned him down, so I'll undo that. Hi, Jack.
I will be chill.
Cool. Well, I'm about to turn my stream off now, so it's a bit late. But hi. Cool. I'm bringing deafen now, so I can. That's fair enough. Oh yeah, I'm gonna quickly deafen now and just end my stream. Cheers, guys. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, that was the stream. That was the Airshow. That was Cosford Airshow. Thank you so much for everyone who's rocked out. There will be a part 2 tomorrow where I will. Hopefully, I'm hoping I'll be in VR. Really hoping I can get some VR shots. I did attempt it today, but it was being really temperamental. It was working perfectly up until I started streaming. Starting to get the stream tests up, and then it decided to die, which is great, not fun. So thank you for watching. I'm speeding through my chat because I'm really hungry. I want to go eat food. It's 11 o'clock. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. Fuck my life. Cheers everyone for watching, and ta-ra. Patron out.